See, this thing lied to me. It's been not set correctly the past few streams, so I was cognizant enough to check it. And it read just fine during prep mode. And then, of course, as soon as we go live, I start talking and it's... So, yeah. Welcome back, friends. Happy Sunday to you. Hope your favorite sports team is doing well today. Go Sports! We are here, Role-Playing Unlimited with Sunday G3, the new company, session 7. Of course, if you're looking at the stream, that's what it says right there. So, in case you don't see it, now you can hear it. I, of course, am your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, where maybe the exact feeling is on the other side of this feeling. That's deep. Think about it. It's fucking deep. Alright, love the Tragically Hip. Of course, my name is taken in their honor, and no, for any who are wondering, HP does not mean hit points. I'm not Tragically Hit Points. It's been a few different things over the course of time, and right now it is something entirely different than it's ever been before. And I digress from that. Let's get into our game chat here and just see what everybody's up to this fine morning or afternoon, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are missing somebody. It ain't me, though. I'm here.
Yeah, the Elder Scrolls.
Hello.
I want to get the Elder Scrolls, and I'm going to go back to the past and learn from Alduin.
Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Happy Sunday to you. Happy November 19th.
Yay!
It's going.
Does anybody know who we're missing here without double checking the bi-weekly seating info? We should have an 8-player party here. Oh, that's right. Thank you. And she already let us know.
She did say she wasn't going to make it, yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, a little bit of the booty boop marijuana affects the memory going on right there. I do have her token on the board here for the next map, but she'll just be present in spirit mostly. And
in our heart.
Yeah, hearts, minds, and souls. And before we jump right into it, well, actually, let's jump right into the map anyway and see if the entire stream crashes and if you guys can no longer hear me. So if you don't hear me anymore for about 10 minutes, we'll know why.
I'm patiently waiting now.
Doo-doo.
Oh, I can still hear you.
No, it's not the Jaws. It's not the Jaws theme. It's not the Jaws theme for this.
Hey!
It's a dun, 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 dun,
Oh no! Every sailor knows that means death!
Holy crap, did this work? Are we still live?
Yeah,
We're still
I think
live.
so.
Y'all can hear me. Everybody should be able to see. Rog is, of course, jumping right on the table and putting on a nice dance for everybody right here. Get down tonight.
I see darkness.
Get down tonight. Zyfax is...
I am currently blind, sir. I think you may not have updated me to the new name token.
That
yeah,
is...
it just says Mass 44.
Oh, yeah,
very
'cause
possible.
he changed his name.
I think you can-
Zyfax should be
I
able to
think you
see.
can change it yourself there, Mass. It's just in the
Well,
corner. in
were
the
you still
settings.
using my old token instead of my current named character? Or are they both linked to the same token?
Maybe. Who knows how long it's been since I drug these tokens to this map. Let's just drag some new ones and see if that will amend the glitch here. Where the heck? Oh, yeah, of course. I'm like, where is Mass? He doesn't exist anymore. It's Doc Whoop-Ass! But the token does not agree with the assessment. Da-da-da-da! Ta-da! You guys see now.
Yay! There we go.
Sergeant Steven, how about you? Can you see?
Nope.
You still blind over there? What in the world is going on with this thing? Because you should be able to see.
quick experiment for you all. Close one eye. That's how blind people see. Close both eyes, and then you see nothing but darkness.
Oh dear.
Well, I don't wanna. Yeah, this, there's no sense to this. Oh,
Okay,
there it
I'll
is
try to
again.
refresh.
Oh, nope, you're good, you're good. I figured it out again. This happened last time around. I don't know why it's stopped linking itself to your character. Let me link it one more time, and hopefully that'll do it. Remove. Assign.
Hey, I can see something.
Save.
Woo!
There we go. Hallelujah. So yes, now that we've gotten through this little bit, like I was starting to say, before we dive fully into this, just a quick touch and base. How's everybody doing today?
Great.
Doing all right.
Tired
I'm
but
doing
good.
today.
Alive, just a
Very
little
good.
jet lag.
Sounds like a few of us are jet lagged. That's so funny.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Well,
I'm dealing with stupid work stuff. Sometime tomorrow, while I'm on my way to my delivery, because I'm at home, I have to stop and print out papers and then take it to my stop, and possibly wait an extra hour or two because they didn't get a salt sample.
oh damn. The waiting is the hardest part. Hate freaking waiting around.
Well, I'm glad that it at least sounds like our dungeon master is doing a bit better than he was previously, which it could be wrong, but to me it at least sounds like you're doing a bit better, HP.
Previously on Roleplaying Unlimited. What the fuck is this? If I tell you the mass suggestion tells you to do this, do it! Yeah, we're totally good today. I'm still not 100% over the bronchitis flu thing that's been going on since last Saturday actually, but significantly in a better state of mind and health-wise, definitely improving more each day. So thank you for checking in on that, brother.
Of course.
Oh, that's right. That's something I was meaning to do while we were loading in here. I was going to find a token for Captain Piper, because that'd be where he sits right up there. But we'll just imagine that I went through the efforts of finding a token for that guy. For now, it'll be this default Roll20. Everybody gets this generic token guy.
I can make one for you right quick if you could just give me a hot second while we go ahead and do stuff.
Sweet, yeah. It's not imperative, but I appreciate it. So yes, after our characters have gotten their level up and their long rest, everybody got that taken care of, right? We should all be, I believe, level 6.
Yep.
I told you we had
Yeah.
a long rest.
Well, I wasn't sure about the long rest part.
Okay, I'll press the long rest button too.
Do it.
Wait, what's the long rest button do?
It should
resets
reset
all your
everything.
stuff. So it resets, everything. Man, Daniel, this is like the 5th time my hit dice are down when I don't take much damage during these fights. And every single time I start a game, instead of having all my hit dice, it says I've used some. This is so weird, spooky now.
It's got to be a Roll20 thing. They have so many things that are user-friendly and work perfectly for us, and the maps, I think, are in general spotless with the dynamic lighting, but there are a few character sheet issues, particularly pertaining to spells, that I know they're constantly trying to fix up, but who knows if and when.
Yeah.
In that respect, I guess as long as you know what you're doing with the character sheet, we're all good in that respect. Long rest do in fact reset everything. Yeah, it's 100% reset on all your abilities, your spells, your hit points, and not 100% on your hit dice. It will recover half of your maximum. So depending on how much you've spent in hit dice with short rests throughout your day, That will determine just how many hit dice you get back with your long rest. So, for example, our characters are level 6. If you've spent 4 or more hit dice during the past 24 hours or however long it's been since the last long rest, then you only recover 3 out of however many you've spent. If you've spent 1, 2, or 3, then you're back up to maximum.
Yeah, I've never used a hit dice. Still playing together.
Yeah, for sure. I
think
mean, we
someone-
have plenty of healing and potions and stuff, so it's kind of a rare thing.
I think someone's playing your character on the sly there, Diego.
I think it might be Boomkin. Jeez.
Excuse me.
Stop fiddling with me
Excuse me.
during our
It
long
could-
rest, Boomkin.
I think it's Inglebat, okay? I
Okay,
think
it
she's
might-
going around with her
might-
devilish little ways.
It might be.
All right, HP. Here's one token for you in the PMs.
Did you
Let's
post
see,
it in
let's
the
see, let's see the
Discord?
token.
Oh, you posted it in the Discord right there. Nice. So,
Okay, I prepared my spells for the day.
excellent, Smithers. Just
Some of the players wanted to summon Meridian today. Daniel, did you?
Yeah,
want
I just
to do
got
that?
2 things.
You want us to do that quickly now to get some, so we don't ruin your flow while you?
Oh, no worries. We haven't even really delved into it, and technically, as we are on the judicial, the ability to summon him is not even necessary, as we can physically walk to his location from here.
Ah,
It's mainly if you're in the field and you're like, oh crap, we're down healing, we don't have any healing potions. Marion, get here, give us some healing. We need a +3 weapon, we need brooms of flying. Like when they were fighting the Dracolich and they couldn't catch up with that thing, that was a very handy thing to all of a sudden spam 6 brooms of flying into the field of play, and the group is all of a sudden able to be like, haha, fuck you, Dracolich.
right.
But
Well,
yeah,
I only,
definitely go through anything you want to do with Meridian here.
the 2 things that Xifax would want would be a first level spell scroll, which
Easy.
was, which I don't know if I have to tell you what spell scroll, what spell I'm trying to get, or is it just my choice?
It is your choice. I definitely would
Okay.
like to know. There are the
Uh,
few occasional spells that'll say ask the GM for permission, so I do appreciate that as well. But
It's catapult.
catapult, nice. Yeah, that's a bitchin' spell.
Tran- Yeah, first level transmutation spell.
Sweet.
And then I would also like to buy the wand of magic missile.
Ooh, quite handy indeed.
So that's 1,000 and then 50, but I get 25% discount. So I don't know how much that is. So 1,050 minus.
Well, 250. I don't know. Make it 275. We'll round it up probably in your favor, I'm guessing. So minus 275 off that total, and that's your total.
Why do you get a discount?
Because I'm
Because-
T3.
He's a T3
T3,
subscriber.
baby!
T3 subscribers
Oh,
get
yeah.
25% off.
So you said take off how much? 275 from 1,050?
Yes, sir.
Okay, doing my math.
Very
Yep, yeah.
generous.
Oh yeah, that's one of
very
the
generous. Nice.
one of the lesser benefits of the T3 as well. The 25% off. I think the big money one is the free long rest once per gaming month.
Daniel, I'm gonna buy a plate armor,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna spend some extra money to turn it into mithril, so I don't get disadvantage.
Okay.
That's it. I'm done.
Very cool. Easy peasy. And is there anything else anyone would like to purchase this session? Spoiler alert, if we are comprehensive in our sweep of the upcoming map, we may be some rich motherfuckers after the session's over.
I'm
Yay!
already rich.
Mass would like to, or, excuse me, Dr. Whoopass would like to inquire what he can buy with just 5 gold.
5 gold? Well, I could have sold you a pack of cloves, but the price has just gone up to 6 gold on those, unfortunately. Inflation and all that, you know.
Fair enough.
Does
No
anyone still
problem.
smoke cloves? The jar and blacks?
Some can
Yes.
we say sometime during the time of between the long rest and getting up and everything, there would have been an extra 8-hour period between my trance and everything?
Sure. Yeah, this is not
Okay.
an urgent mission we're being called on. This is the next mission. Technically, this could be like 2 or 3 days later.
Okay, so I will have my transmuter stone created. So the benefit I'm choosing for that is, for now, we'll go with proficiency in Constitution saving throws.
Oh, very cool.
And I'm also gonna subtract 25 gold from me to go ahead and learn the spell Catapult as a first level spell.
Sure. Nice.
We're always going to buy a new axe, Frostbrand.
Oh, excellent. Frostbrand axe, I dig it. Did I save Meridian's token? I know I have one. I did not save it by name, so it's on a previous map. He is a handsome tiefling, though. And, yeah, he has, he's got what you're looking for, more than likely. All things considered.
Question.
Oh, somebody's coming in super soft. Did I hear that correctly?
I can't hear her
Probably
either.
you.
Either. She's the quietest of everybody. She's super quiet.
Oh yeah, I better dial the volume up there a little bit. What are you saying, Sarah?
I wanted to ask one more slightly not intelligent question. I was going to ask if where to see the amount of gold you have is.
Oh sure, let me check your sheet. It should be towards the middle of the sheet if you scroll down just above your
Is it
inventory.
GP?
Yeah, GP.
Yeah, I can't find anything. I only have 10 pieces.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you've got the default 10 gold pieces that most starting characters have after their equipment and what have you. Yeah, we need to get some adventuring done.
I'm in the same boat. 10 gold. Woo!
A couple more, we could go out to a nice restaurant.
I've still got my my copper pieces on mine.
Okay, you got more than me. I'm flat ass broke now.
Oh yeah,
boy.
I've got 4,452 gold pieces and 100 copper pieces.
Wow. She's carrying. That's right. She's carrying $1 in pennies.
Oh yeah.
Can I sell my great axe and some gems I acquired?
What about the gems?
Can I sell them?
Oh, absolutely. Good as gold. Same thing with items as well. If you're ever short and you want to sell an item back, you can get half the value of what it's generally worth.
Yeah, I just do it myself so I don't bother Daniel with it.
Super cool, super cool.
Also, Ritual cast a familiar.
Oh, okay. What are you trying to get? I can drag one out for you.
Just to be, give me a raven. Like, I want a raven familiar.
Nice.
Easy peasy. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum.
What's gonna be its name?
Raven.
I
Classic.
was going to say you should name it
So
Archie.
original.
You know, that happens to be the same name of Westy's Raven familiar on Wednesday until I changed it to Lightning
so-
Raven.
Okay, so give me some time and I'll think of a name. Yeah, give me some time. I'll think of a name.
No rush. I'm
You know what
going
I did?
to-
I have an owl. I have an owl for my character in G1. And
I know, I'm there.
I googled names
Oh, that's
for
right.
owl. I googled names for owl, and no shit, the first hit on Google had like 1,000 name ideas.
Holy crap.
And I went through them all, and at the end I had like to choose between like 5 that I liked. It was so hard. And then I chose Artemis.
I think you should call it Edgar.
Oh.
There you go.
I was thinking perhaps G-Ray.
Well, Steve, you have control over the token and the character sheet that it goes with. I put the character sheet in the character journal right underneath your character sheet, so use that as you will. I may not always remember to drag the Raven out to the combat maps, but once your token is there, you can easily just deposit it right next to you, or thereabouts.
Okay. Like I said, being a wizard's fun. I have to read so much shit all the time.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite class. I love being inundated with rules, but also having the potential to do almost everything.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Yes, indeed, brother, you got this. So, anybody else have anything they want to do with our good merchant? Anybody else looking for business to conduct the business?
Nope.
Woohoo, that took like 10 minutes if everyone says no.
All good then. Well then, let's have a look at our new Captain Piper here. Very cool. I trust you've all had a few days to recover from your last adventure.
Oh yes, we have.
Good, good. There is much occurring aboard the ship with its different companies. You may encounter some of them in passing in the field. On this particular mission, though, I do not anticipate that to be the case. You may recall in your recent battle in the docking bay against the Beholders, the vessels that were parked there. The largest of them will be assigned to your group for this mission. It is known as the Gauntlet. It will protect you and also enable you to fend off any unexpected intruders or attackers while you are en route to the Miko space station. One of the habitation rings of this space station is overseen by a Dr. Noor. She has been working for some time with us on a rather delicate biological project. It is rumored to possess healing qualities that will exceed even that of Bacta, or even the most potent magical healing. However, in the past 48 hours, we have lost contact, and this is unusual. So we are sending your team in to investigate. Your task is to recover the doctor, find out just what has occurred aboard the station. If she has any recommendations for your mission parameters thereafter, it is advised that you take her expertise under advisement, but also your own judgment and your own safety, of course, is to be considered. We are completely in the blind as to what is happening aboard the space station, so we are not sending you in with concrete orders. Use your judgment and your flexibility here. But the doctor and her experiment, if possible, are to be recovered and brought back here to the judicial. If that is an impossibility, any information you can bring back as to what has occurred, be it, and he slides a little artificer hollow recorder onto the central table there, just kind of gesturing whichever one of you wants to kind of hold the camera is free to pick that up. So yeah, this will record. This will record 3 hours of footage aboard the Danamari Hollow projector, if needed. Obviously, the recovery of the doctor and the experiment is of top priority. If this is not possible, of course, any documentation you can bring back will be appreciated. And for this mission, I have been authorized to pay your group of, yes, it is 8, the combined sum of 40,000 credits, and that's basically gold pieces. So 5,000 each.
Damn.
Wow.
Cyrano says, Captain, tell us more about this doctor?
What can I tell you? What would you like to know?
Who she is? What is she like?
She is...
Anything specific we should know?
Her personality is a bit bland, to be honest. She is focused more in books and facts and science. The most emotion I've seen from her is when her experiments are proving her hypotheses. Other than that, she is very diligent, dedicated. She is unparalleled in her genius, at least aboard the judicial crew and its fleet. I would not expect any resistance or attitude or anything in that respect from her. Neither would I expect much in the way of pleasantries. Even in the crux of a possible crisis situation, I would expect that she would remain rather level-headed.
And how long have you not been in contact with them?
It has been just about 48 hours.
Excellent. Cyrano is ready.
Do we know what her experiments are about?
She was
Question.
experimenting with a variety of flora, fauna, and trees. Similar to that on Thyfera, which, out of game, that Star Wars lore, that is where all of the galaxy's Bacta comes from, so the most potent healing source in the galaxy comes from Thyfera. And here we have an experiment that's attempting to perhaps go above and beyond that even.
So we're going to be finding a bunch of
Okay.
experiments on mutant trees and undead freaking bushes.
Undead bushes? What the hell is that?
We don't know. We're trees.
I'm just now picturing a zombie version of former President George W. Bush.
Nice. Undead bushes. Nice. Literal bushes.
Gosh, goodness gracious. Okay.
Well, we're going to be fighting off some experimental things that have gone wrong. Definitely.
Fireball.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
But yes,
Oh, yeah, those bushes will cook up quick with fireball. Nice.
the experiments were intended to harness whatever restorative properties that she could from any of these botanical life forms that she was able to obtain. Ah, super
Okay.
cool there, Adam. 3-stream streak. Oh, woo, woo, woo.
So we're going to a ship to see what happened after you guys lost contact with her, and you want us to either bring her back safely, or an experiment in tow, or if needed, hopefully the experiment hasn't completely gone crazy and destroy the whole ship.
Well, we got to bring back the data. So with the experiment, that's what's worth the money. So
It is a space station, though, not a ship.
Oh, a space station.
Yes.
Well,
Her work is isolated to one particular habitation ring of this station, though. It is not expected that your group will need to navigate or explore the entire station, nor would you have clearance to do so.
okay. So we just got to find her or find her stuff. Ooh, I'm getting a Dead Space vibe.
Very cool. Never played it. I have 2 of them in my library, but that's like 80% of my video game library. Like, yay, I have it! Never played it.
Oh, you should
Well, I
definitely
guess-
hit that, Daniel. You'd love it.
I guess now is
Definitely.
as good a time as any to find this space station.
All right. Let's go. Autobots, roll out.
All right. This
My
space
bird's
station
name is Talon.
is known as the Death Star.
Wait, what?
Just kidding. We're going to put a giant laser on the moon, turning it
I
into
was
a
thinking
Death Star.
frickin' sharks
Oh,
with
it's
frickin'
Deep
laser
Space
beams
Nine.
attached to their heads.
Why must
I'm-
I thought we were going
very-
to steal the moon.
I'm very disappointed in you, Daniel.
Why must I be surrounded by frickin' idiots?
I think it's pretty par for the course. for
didn't-
Daniel.
You didn't put the finger to the mouth. You did like the little quotation things. We didn't do all of it.
Well, the video's always like, for me, it's got like a 10-second lag. So I
I know,
can't
hence
really...
I'm like waiting and watching, like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
I did it twice.
I didn't.
Yeah, I saw
I
it.
was thinking now he's not gonna. I was thinking now he's not gonna do it just to spite you.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's fun.
Ironically, back in the days when I had a full head of hair,
You did
there's
it!
like a dozen pictures of me doing the Dr. Evil thing, and now that I have no hair, like I rarely ever do it at all.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so
I think we've lost Daniel.
He's having fun. That's okay. He gets to have fun too.
yes, sir. Let's
course.
teleport ourselves back to the docking bay here. I think I've cleaned things
we-
up.
Are we teleporting through one of those like swirly whirly things? We just sort of like run up and like slam ourselves against it.
Oh, I didn't. No, not like that. So your tokens, I believe. I did not reset this map after last time.
Oh yeah, there's lots of beholders.
Yeah, feel free to navigate back to the central docking area to the north. I will go ahead and clean up any dead bodies here. I cleaned them up on another map. I think it was Wednesday Crew that is also on the Judicial.
I'm in
Don't
the
need to
dark.
replace my token again.
Let's see here.
I'm trying to figure out where we even need to go.
Yeah, I'm still in the war room.
Gotcha, gotcha. I can start scooting your characters up as I'm clearing out the southern passage here.
I think I moved to the right area.
Oh man, I still can't hear her when she talks.
I'm sorry, I can speak up. Is this better?
I still see a dead beholder.
Maybe you're too
I
far
just-
away from your mic.
I just turned you all the way up. It's fine.
I don't
You know
know
you can
how my
manually
microphone
adjust
is on this
people.
computer, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know how to manually adjust people.
If you
Okay,
go
so go into
oh, go ahead.
Discord. If you just like right click on their names, it will pop up with a little slider bar that says user volume, and you can just like increase or decrease as you see fit.
I just now realized that I can drag this. I can drag the screen by left clicking and dragging instead of using the sliders, and I just blew my own freaking mind.
I do that with my right click. That's how I have to navigate everything, because yeah, otherwise that slider is just, it's too much.
I tried turning over. It's hard to say which Sarah because there's two Sarahs and two Sarahs that are talking about two Sarahs that need to talk.
But yeah, Dr. Whoopass is just gonna go up to the ship and just be like, "Ah, the gauntlet, we meet again."
Are you going to try to pick it up again?
No. I don't think I will.
Yeah, I think all of our tokens was this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think all of our tokens are here. Can everybody see? This is the gauntlet, basically.
Yes.
This is the whole reason I moved us here.
So
Yeah.
who's the quiet one on Discord? Is that Reasons?
No, that
Nah.
is Stonks.
Stonks.
The other Sarah.
Stonks.
I
Sorry,
couldn't
just
remember
got
all of
reminded
the
of.
names.
I just got reminded of a Russian Badger video. Stonks.
I hope we get a third Sarah, honestly, at some point, so I can just be like, the other Sarah!
Sarah's cubed.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna get everyone I know called Sarah just to join, just for
We
the
can make an
Just
entire
create a
Facebook
Sarah
Sarah.
group.
Yeah, I mean we've got Sarah Central as a voice channel, so you know.
Very true. Okie dokie. So now that we have our ship, the Gauntlet, let's take this sucker out of here. Oh yeah.
I think Mass might need to give it a bit of a push.
Mass, roll an athletics check. Either it'll be the best thing ever, or your character will be 3 levels of exhaustion down due to a sprained back. Oh god, my back! Oh, and there it is, my back!
They
You see our black fronts.
they do have someone flying the ship. Like, they don't expect us to fly this some bitch, right?
Correct. Well, there are pilots, there are gunners. I mean, you're just crew aboard the ship.
I forgot that half of my back is made of wood.
Yeah, you're gonna need to upgrade from the plywood here pretty soon, bro. At least it's not back at level 1 when he was using balsa wood. Alright, and we depart. And off into the astral void we go. Looks like we're getting a little Roll20 delay here, so...
I could temporarily change his wood into, let me see here.
Whoa, hey now.
Iron, copper,
Let's
silver.
reword that one, shall we?
Hey now.
I'm just saying.
just think it back and reword it.
No, I'm sticking with the first one.
The first next to your name there, Mythwolf, is you are one of the Roleplaying Unlimited founder profiles, one of the first 10 accounts to subscribe to Roleplaying Unlimited. So as long as the subscription stays active, that never goes away. If it lapses, then it just defaults to whoever the next person is in line. All right, so off we go, and approaching this space station. Your
It's time
group.
to initiate ludicrous speed.
No, light speed's too slow. my brains are going into my feet. All right, approaching the battle station here, or the space station. It is obviously armed to the teeth. You can only imagine how many millions of people must live aboard this monstrosity. But it is definitely armed against any kind of hostile takeover. And as your group can see out of the viewports, the imminent approach of your vessel towards the station. Thank you there, Mythwolf. You are summoned to the cockpit area, or at least a couple of you, because we can't fit the entire party of 7 plus the pilot and co-pilot, but basically we need somebody to advise us on how to proceed here. We are being hailed by the station's communication station, and they are refusing us access.
Huh. Ideas, guys?
Well, why are they refusing us access? I want to know. Because we've been sent here on a mission.
Is it a recording?
Just because we were sent on a mission does not mean that we're supposed to be here.
Well, I mean, you'd think that, you know, the guy who told us to go there would have told these people that we're on our way.
They're not in communication.
You would think that a person would be able to stop a couple beholders appearing in the middle of the ship.
Was it like a recording, or did you speak to a person? What were their words exactly?
The pilot responds over the ship's intercom. They're saying that there is a contamination outbreak on that level, and all personnel have been evacuated, and anyone who is still trapped in there is left to their own devices. They're still trying to figure out the situation internally amongst their own security force.
Is there a
I'll-
safe part of
Is
the
there a
ship
way I
that
can
we could
speak
dock?
directly to them? Is there a way I could speak to the people who are hailing us directly?
Yes, please come to the cockpit.
Okay, go to the cockpit and talk to them and say, "This is Zyphax Dotel Kaiser III. We are part of the judicial on mission to check the source's contamination and find our missing doctor and her experiment. Please let us passage into the infected area."
Nice one, Zai. Well, way to go, bro. Take the reins.
Are you certain of your resistance against this contamination? It is a highly dangerous situation. This restriction is for your own safety.
No, we've been sent to deal with it.
Go ahead, roll
Is it-
a persuasion with advantage there, Steven. Thank you for the cheers, Sarah. Woo, woo, woo!
I have an idea if this doesn't work.
Not Matt and his ideas.
Are you gonna pick up the station? Throw it?
No.
Do it.
That
gonna
is
prove
a
himself.
that is a 17 on persuasion.
17, respectable.
Okay.
Yo.
My question is though, am I able to like see the person that we're talking to, or is this like an intercom thing?
If you're in the cockpit, then you can see the holographic display. If you're in other parts of the ship, you can hear it over the intercom, but you don't have the ability to respond either because the connection isn't there. What's happening there, Walrus?
Can I also ask a question?
Uh-huh.
Is the
Okay, I'd
person
like to.
I don't think we might not need it there, mass whoop ass.
1 second, though. What's up, Ari?
Not me.
Oh, my bad. What's up, Sarah?
I was gonna ask, is the person that's warning us a humanoid?
They're a human officer.
Okay, we'll see how Zyphax's situation plays out first.
Okay. I can permit you access to a docking access hatch near the source of the contamination. All of the hatches that access it directly, I'm afraid the ship's artificial intelligence is such that even we cannot manually deactivate at this point. However,
then we will take that as an access point and then egress from there on mission.
yes, it is possible from within the source of the contamination itself, a manual override of these exterior hatches can be effected, thus allowing your egress to perhaps be a bit easier. I can make no guarantees of that, though.
Very
cannot-
well. And
Fair enough.
I have a quick question: can we meet a security officer or medical expert at our access point?
I can
To
arrange
learn about
for. I can arrange for that, yes, but they will refuse to accompany you any further into the contamination.
That's fine. We just need some information.
Very well. They will see you shortly at Docking Bay 23.
Nice job, man. That's like inspiration worthy. If you ask me. Well done, bro.
That's not inspiration worthy. That's group inspiration worthy.
Yay!
So yeah, let's slap an inspo on all our characters there, upper left of the sheet. If your box already has an inspiration there, unfortunately you can't have more than one. But if it's empty, go ahead and click it. And this is in addition to any inspiration you gain for being a sub or HPTV major bonuses.
Does everybody know where to put the inspiration?
Are you with us?
I know where to put it.
Then we're good.
All right. Well, I have another idea for what I could use my idea for. Should it come to that then?
Okay, while we're walking there, why don't you share it with us?
Yeah, while we're talking.
I could use my visage of the astral self to fool somebody into thinking that I'm their conscience.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I don't think we're gonna need that yet, but that's a cool thing to have.
I mean, if the doctor ends up being difficult, I could try to convince her. Into thinking that I'm her conscience and convince her to help us out.
Okay.
I also have the charm person
handsome and
spell as well.
convincing, so I'm sure he'll be fine. Sorry, what did she say? That she's the one I can barely hear.
Yeah, even turned up at max, it kind of comes in a little muffled. Sometimes
I'm
it's
sorry,
not
I
necessary.
don't know where the microphone is on this new computer that I'm using.
That's cool.
I also have the charm person spell if we need that at some point.
Sweet.
Nice.
That would have worked. Yeah, that would have. I think
That's
that's a
why I
little better
asked if it was a
fallback than
humanoid.
Dr. Whoop-Asses. Still can't take that name seriously, Max.
I just wanted to recycle a name I gave to my freaking Pokemon Urshifu.
Oh yeah, you gotta recycle your Pokemon names.
To be fair, it sounds like a fitting name to give to a kung fu robot, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. All right. So this is the banter, Daniel, as we're going
Yep.
to the hatch.
And the ship comes to a sudden halt as it connects with the access umbilical to the station. And you have a nice bit of passage there in that umbilical where it's like, wow, this is all that's separating us from imminent death in the astral void of space. And of course, it's all made of a modified form of transparasteel, so it's kind of like just walking through a glass. You can clearly see in all directions around you. But on the other side, a good 30 feet or so, you can see two members of a security force garbed in red and black, and a medical officer identified by their usual white with red accoutrement. And they gesture.
Hello there.
Yowie, wowie, look at all those cheery bits right there. Thank you so much. Woo, 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 woo. We got a hype train coming up here, I feel like. So they gesture for your group to approach through the umbilical, and once you do, we were told to meet you here. What assistance can we offer you before you enter the source of the contamination?
We need a little bit of information. We want to know what type of contamination is currently affecting the area, and also if there's been any word from inside the source of contamination of any survivors in that area.
Great question.
This is the medical officer responding. What we have heard from any who evacuated the area were the presence of multiple, and this is their quotes, not mine, animated cacti, i.e. Final Fantasy Cactar.
Undead bushes! Woo!
That's the Chocobo theme, you fool!
I know, but I can't remember the Cactar theme right now.
I don't know if the Cactuars even have a theme.
Exactly, so I went with something Final Fantasy.
Fair enough.
The entire area is currently under lockdown, one of the security officers interjects. It is unlikely you will find any survivors inside of there. The air itself, we believe, may have a toxicity in the form of an over-pollinization, it would seem. Some people who have come out after too long of an exposure there are covered in rashes and itchy welts, and they are having a rather difficult time with their respiratory.
Oh we have any anti-venom
nothing.
potions or anything.
So, but no one's come out suddenly transformed to one of these cacti or anything like that.
Negative. No one has undergone any kind of metamorphosis.
But just some lingering physical and health effects, but nothing too serious. I'm hoping.
Yes, the degree of severity is yet to be ascertained. We are still monitoring their condition.
What about the doctor? What was her last known location?
She was last reported in the central lab area, which is going to be rather close to your point of entry into the contaminated area. And he kind of holds out a different little data pad that he passes over to whichever you is right in the front.
I guess that's me.
And basically, it's kind of like a beacon right here that's going to kind of guide you down the first couple of passages to get to the central lab area. Of course, there are signage in the area that will also suffice, but we figured this would be a quicker mode of passage for you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
What do we see? What do we see, Daniel? On the notepad, give us like a little mental map of what we're going to be expecting.
It's kind of like it looks like a Pac-Man readout, basically, except the dots are not what you eat; they're where you're supposed to go. And it's a 2D map that's basically, once you go through the first set of sealed doors, it's going to take you down a long passageway that comes to a rounded T intersection that will then branch out ahead of you. And if you take the right junction at that intersection and follow it approximately 2/4 of the way around the circular area, that area in the center is the central lab. It's just you have to kind of go almost all the way around it on the right to be able to access it. There's only one set of doors for entry or exit.
Sounds good. All right. Does anybody have anything that can deal with poison or diseases?
I mean, I've got some healing spells.
I'm thinking about prep before we get in there, because I don't think I got shit.
Does the crew have any sort of respirators that we could wear?
Ooh, great question.
I think I believe as a Warforged, I think I'm resistant to poison.
That could be. We currently do not have respirators that are useful against the effects of this. There were some inside the contaminated area that, of course, those first affected thought to make use of. They've proven to be ineffective against whatever this pollen is.
What about
allergy medicine?
Yeah, treatment medicine. What about for the people who came out? How did you guys treat them? Do you guys have anything that we can take to kind of like inoculate us, to prep us before we go in?
I have an idea. Do you have any samples of the spores that are contained?
We do not.
Damn, I was going to try to cast Identify on it.
We could, of course, offer you any of the antihistamines and immunotherapies that we have attempted with the affected victims.
Okay, we grab a couple of those then. Everybody grab like 1 or 2 each. How many do they have, Daniel? Plenty?
Enough for you all to have that. She just has to call in an assistant, so it's like another 10 minutes before that person arrives and brings it to you.
Okay. Right, while I wait, I'm going to snap my fingers and my raven will appear on my shoulders.
Hey, Zai. Cyrano pulls you aside. Zai, you should, maybe perhaps your friend could do some scouting ahead before we go into the room with the killer plants, and we could know what we're facing, huh? What you think?
Yes. That's what I brought Talon out for.
Sounds good, bro. Cyrano's pretty proud of you, so he gives you a real nice pat on the back. You're doing really great.
So with my find familiar within 100 feet of me, it can communicate with me. I can communicate with it telepathically. And as an action, I can see through my familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of my next turn. I'll just be dumb at the time, basically. I won't be able to see.
I'll guide you, and I'll walk with you, and I'll move you, and even if I have to, like, kind of slightly carry you, and you tell us what to do. I think maybe we should get like some wet cloths or something, and like wrap it around scarves around our mouths and stuff to like maybe mitigate, so that it's not as harsh. What do you guys think? Until we find some respirators.
Well, can I do medicine checks to think if that would help?
Well, we won't know till we get
or
inside,
intelligence.
But we won't know until we know what we're dealing with. But that's what Cyrano's gonna do. I'm gonna put like a cloth and cover my mouth just in case it helps.
Mouth and nose?
I guess so. Maybe just
Fair question.
Just my eyes, so I can see. I'm gonna wrap it as anticipation, in case it helps. Maybe it gives advantage on checks or something. Who knows? Or maybe it does less damage. Whatever's gonna happen to us, but it's not gonna be good when we go in there. We need to get in there and out of there as quick as possible.
So once they open the doors to the contaminated area, we're all stepping in, and then we're going to send the Raven up ahead?
Yes, and I will look through the Raven, and I can communicate with it telepathically within 100 feet. So it'll be I'll say about 60 feet up, and I'll be able to use that ability to also see and hear what the Raven hears.
Sure. All right.
And what's the medicine that they give us, Daniel?
Star Benadryl. and
anti-venom or something?
Yeah, and Zyrtec 6.
Oh crap.
Let's hope it's not the drowsy kind.
At least it's not Zycam.
I'm gonna take one before going in. I suggest you guys all take one before you go in, unless it's like a healing potion. Then obviously don't take it.
I prefer the non-drowsy medication.
No, we're gonna give you the extra drowsy, and then watch the fucking fireworks commence.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
It's so drowsy, it's a straight up hypno.
So yes, upon venturing into this first area, I don't have a map constructed for this area yet, so we're still kind of in Theater of the Mind mode here on our loading screen there. Our party assembly screen, whichever you want to call it. But even with emergency backup mode activated here, I think most of your characters, if not all of them, have dark vision. Except for our Warforged, right? And Cyrano?
Yeah, Cyrano does not have dark vision.
Otherwise,
And Wog doesn't either.
Oh, yeah, Goliaths don't get that, right? So roughly half the party can still kind of see out to the extent that the Raven makes it, the 60 feet or so, to the end of that branching passage. The rest of you without dark vision, of course, the dim lighting that's present here, you can still kind of make out shapes and shadows of like the occasional chairs and what have you off to the sides of the passage, vending machine, what have you. And Zyfax looking through the eyes of the Raven as it makes its way down the passage. It appears that this area has recently been cleansed, probably by activation of a Halon type system. Because you can make out all kinds of plants and shrubs off to the side of the passage, and a couple even in the center of the passage that are just very much out of place. Like, yeah, this place likely had some plants around for decoration, ambiance, oxygen, what have you. But some of these are just absolutely out of place and have a distinct spiky appearance to them, even in their melted state. It appears that something just kind of affected them on a mass area of effect scale and just melted them to nothing.
Real quick, I'd like to activate my Visage of the Astral Self, because Visage of the Astral Self will actually give me dark vision.
Cool.
I'll go ahead and use a key point to do that.
Oh, what's that? Go ahead.
Can I inspect the plants and kind of mess with them to see if they regenerate at all?
You can roll a nature check, sure. How else are you trying to interact with them?
Like breaking a chunk off and seeing if it heals itself at all.
Gotcha.
Could I be
ahead,
able to
roll nature in conjunction with that, please?
Can I roll an Arcana or History check to see if there's anything I've learned about this from what I'm seeing and everything? Like, check my mind?
Sure.
Which would you prefer, Arcana or History? They're both the same modifier, I believe.
User's choice.
I think I'll go with History.
Nature check, not so good, but breaking parts of it off is a very easy thing to do. And as you break any part of what's left of this off, it just kind of crumbles to ash and does not reincorporate after that.
Can I do like a nature check on the stuff?
I got a 16 History.
Sure. A history check of that reveals no previous recollections of this type of cactor, cacti, whatever, in your history.
May I do a nature check, please?
Yeah. Yep. Similar. I mean, there's not a lot to be discerned about them at this point. It's like trying to discern what type of plant it is when you just have a couple of broken branches. Like, it's a very, very high DC in that respect, because these things are obviously just desiccated.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay, I can still speak out loud, so I'll tell the group whatever Talon is seeing as we're walking forward.
Okay, what do you see, man? What does he see, Daniel?
Yeah, the same thing Daniel told me right now.
Exactly. More of the same as your group catches up to where the Raven was, and the Raven proceeds around the winding corridor. This Halon attack has apparently incinerated this entire section of any organic life.
Well, I think it's safe to say we could probably just proceed through this bit then.
Yeah, we'll proceed.
All right, and at last we catch up to the Raven hovering outside of the doors to the central lab. These doors are closed, and the viewport tinted over. So at this point, it is very difficult to see what, if anything, is going on inside of the lab. But it's the first closed door that you've come across so far. The rest of them off the side passages were all open enough that you could kind of like take a peek in. Okay, that's a cafeteria area. That's a reading area. Oh, that's a Starbucks. Oh, that's another Starbucks. Fuck, that's another Starbucks. So eventually you're here and you're like, okay, this is, and your beacon is telling you this is the door you need to go to. Okay, something's different here.
Okay, is there any discernible way to open the door?
There is a keypad, and then there is also a manual access hatch, but it is behind a pretty thick pane of welded steel.
Dr. Whoopaz would like to see if he could like call out to the doctor on the other to see if like the doctor's on the other side, because with my Visage of the Astral Self, I can amplify my voice so that creatures within 600 feet can...
Cyrano stops him. Whoa. You don't know what's on the other side, bro. We are not calling the entire space station's attention. No. So, calm down.
Hold on. I might have something that could help us a little bit. Let me double check the wording on this real quick.
Don't give me a megaphone.
Explaining what I could do. I could cast the spell Detect Thoughts, and that will let me read the thoughts of certain creatures within 30 feet. Let's see here. I get surface thoughts let me just put this spell up real quick in the message.
Cyrano's gonna look at the door. He's got a lockpick set, so I'm guessing in this setting, let's imagine he's like a hacker, so he's gonna try and hack the mainframe to see if he can get the door open. Although we probably should.
Would you guys think it'd be good? Would you guys think?
Go on, what was she saying, Stephen?
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Sarah.
Never mind. I won't be able to then.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, have we not just thought maybe if we know the code to the door, did we get told this information?
You were not.
Okay.
Well, Cyrano's gonna have a look at it. What do you want me to? What do you think I need to do to try and open this thing? Can I use my lockpick tools as reflavored as hacking tools?
You can certainly give that a try.
Can I maybe try and guess the code?
Sure.
Is it possible?
What roll do I need to do?
Ooh! I got an idea. I was looking at myself.
What's up, Sarah?
Or
was that Ari? Sorry, I'm still trying to learn the difference.
I was talking at one point. I stopped.
I got an idea because I can do this a lot.
I will use my inspiration there, Daniel, for my Thieves' Tools roll.
Well, I was going to say before you start doing that, I was going to point around the room, continually using the message cantrip to try to talk to the doctor, range 120 feet in direction I point.
Oh, okay. Or anybody, maybe.
Well, it's a target, and since I know the doctor's supposed to be in this area, I can just point in that direction, and then hopefully it'll hit her one of these times that she can. Okay. The target and only target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only I can hear. The spell.
Post the spell.
You can. Okay. Oops, where'd it go? There it is.
Frog is just looking at the steel grate ready to pull it off.
But it also goes through solid objects if you're familiar with target and know it's beyond the barrier.
It says you have to point at the creature, though.
That's why
he said he's going to spin in a circle and point.
Yeah, I'm going to point it in multiple directions around to that room and cast it multiple times until I get a response.
How thick is the metal?
Okay.
Let's hear what Sarah has to say.
I had two things. One, I was asking if we know how thick the metal is, because it looks like that spell gets messed up by metal thickness. And then also I was going to ask, is it possible to look at the keypad and see where it's worn down, for potential numbers or what the passcode could be?
Yes. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still reading over the message spell. Go ahead and roll a perception check for the keypad.
Something tells me the walls are a little thicker than 1 inch of common metal.
Yeah, that's what it is right there. Yeah, that's where we would run into an issue with the thickness of the wall. And a 25 perception. That is quite excelente right there.
But is that viewing port thick enough though into the room?
Ooh, well, then you'd only be able to point one direction, really, though.
Yeah, while we're still fiddling with the precise angle and trying to guess where she might be, and everybody's trying to kind of figure their way through this door, Viesa comes over and just kind of takes a look at the keypad, and you're pretty sure this is a combination 7734.
Wow, way to go, Viesa. Viesa like just finds the key under the mat.
I was gonna say 42069.
Like, you guys looking for this? All right, Viesa opens the door, I guess. Well done. Good ideas all around, though, group. Solid, great ideas. Well done, everybody. You guys are bringing your A game today.
More than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, my idea was to literally just push buttons and hope that I got the right combo.
Your idea was to call the whole ship on top of us.
Well, that was plan A. My plan B was to press random buttons and see if I got it right.
So, as the door is accessed to the central lab, there is a noticeable pungent smell of burning plant. And for those familiar, it definitely smells like 420 in here. Emergency lighting mode is also active in here, so even with the dim-plated glass on the other side of on the door, it is still pretty dim in here itself. But all of you can hear a faint snoring from the other side of the room, and you can make out the faint embers of a still burning bluntastic.
All right, since we're walking through the doors and through the rooms all quiet and stealthily, trying not to get noticed by the scary mutant plants, is there anybody in our group who has poor stealth?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to cast this spell on us, too. It's going to give us advantage on stealth checks for the next hour. Me and you. Okay?
Bless. Thank you.
My stealth is on point, despite being a freaking metal man made of wood and metal.
So we're going as quietly and stealthily, sending the Raven ahead of us, Daniel. We are not gonna spook anything or walk into no stupid traps.
All right, as you're being as careful as you possibly can. Cyrano springs a trap. Dexterity saving throws. Just kidding.
No.
It's a big central lab area, but even from here, there are other doors that access other areas of the circular area that's kind of right there in the area that you first came into. Area. So even with those of you without dark vision, you can make out the doctor sleeping just casually on a very comfortable couch. Appears there is a still dimly lit data pad on the desk next to the ashtray holding the still burning J.
You gotta be shitting me.
There is also a glass of wine and a half-eaten Nerf steak and potatoes.
I'm going to immediately come out of Talon's vision, snap, have him reappear on me, walk over, grab the half-drinking glass of wine, and splash it on her face.
That's
well, I was just gonna wake her up by beaming the question, "Hey doctor, are you okay?" into her brain with my visage of the astral self. But okay, you do you, I guess.
Yeah,
the astral is going to tap her shoulder.
Wine is faster.
Well, that will certainly wake her up with a bit of a scowl as she looks up at the elf standing there above her.
Oh, calm down. Prestidigitation, clean her up.
Okay.
She kind of scoffs at the magic being used upon her without permission as well, seemingly. Who in the bloody hells are you?
We are from the judiciary. It's a complicated thing. The people, your employers, they sent us here because everything went dark. This whole station shut down because of some type of spore infection, and you're here enjoying yourself.
The rest of the station is imminently doomed.
Uh-oh. Looks like we've just met Dr. Poison Ivy.
Forgive me for spending my final moments as I see fit.
Well, we have the ability to get you off of the station along with your experiments and less of this other stuff.
You want to venture into the lab area to recover my experiments?
What was your
Are
experiment?
you suicidal?
Yes.
Apparently so.
We're pretty capable.
The most potent sample of the experiment is a tiny cactus about yay big, impossible to catch and incredibly lethal. It could be under any bed, inside any receptacle, hiding inside any laboratory. Once it escaped and began infecting the rest of the lab, there was nothing to do. People began dying. We had to seal everything off. The station sealed the rest of us in while we were trying to escape. I am the only one still left alive, for however much longer that is.
Well, you're its creator, so how does it get destroyed?
Oh, terribly, terribly difficult, I'm afraid. Naturally, anyone would see plant and think, I'm going to bring fire. It's resistant, as it is to all of the other common elements. It's outright immune to any poison or any condition you could hope to impose upon it. It can sense you via your slightest footstep or breath. If you are somehow perfect in disguising both of those, it is still able to see via blind sight out to an extensive radius.
What about just straight up magic? Is it immune to just straight up magic, non-elemental magic?
If you wish to go do battle with the plant, I certainly will not stop you, but I will not be any use to you, even were I not impaired. I am not a soldier.
Well, I'd suggest I simply wish to know because if we wish to get you out of here, there's a chance we may encounter your experiment along the way, and if we need to fight it off, I will need to know.
Well, we just have to bring her back and bring back her saved data, and if we could, a live experiment or a piece of the experiment.
We're not going to bring back a live experiment if it is as dangerous as she says, because the last thing we need is for this to happen above the starship.
That's definitely right. You're right.
Exactly.
Do you have any important research notes?
Do you have access to all of that here?
I do not. This is merely the habitation area of the central lab. The areas that are under infection due to the alert that was placed by the station's AI, I was unable to access the interior halon systems to purge the infection.
How can we access those systems?
Oh, of course, by the most difficult way possible, by traversing approximately 99.9% through the infected area to where the manual controls are.
Well, does anyone else have any ideas?
I would like to know if there's any weakness to this incredibly tough to kill plant.
Unfortunately, the security team was not present in the lab when this all went down, so there were no attempts to combat it. I just know from my research with it that not only was it incredibly capable as a restorative, in that spirit, the salve, when placed upon a victim, would also grant them incredible resistance to any further infection. So it only bears to conclude that the species itself also bears these same resistances. Attempts to fight the thing have just not occurred whatsoever, so I cannot speak to the possibility or impossibility of it, only to say that I cannot fight it.
So there's a chance we can kill it.
Bleeds, we can kill it.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
There is I calculated 50% chance that we are unable to destroy it, but an equal chance that we may be able to, should the need arise. However, it is most likely that we should definitely not engage if avoidance is possible.
Well, let's think of it extra credit. We already have the doctor secured, for the most part. We just need experiment notes, maybe a life piece, activate the Halcron systems, and get rid of the infection. Suddenly this place is inhabitable again. This space station likes us, and we probably get extra goodwill.
I agree.
Or we
I think we
die.
should find it. Let's go traverse 99.9% into where it is to find the system to go turn
Nice
it
one,
off.
Sarah. Nice one.
Mass will volunteer, or Dr. Whoopass will volunteer as tribute to do that, considering he's the robot and thus most likely to probably not die from doing that.
Hey,
maybe.
let's push Mass into the experimental area. Off you go, buddy.
Oh boy.
Considering I'm a level 6 monk, I have the key empowered strikes, which means my fists are now registered magical weapons if need be. So I've now registered lethal weapons.
Oh man.
Let's go.
Okay.
Real quick, does the creature seem to have any motivations? Does it want anything?
Good
I
question.
wish I had some level of insight into that. It all was so abrupt. I could not make sense of it. One second it was this cute, adorable plant in its flower pot, and then the next it seemed to sprout animation and go berserk.
Can I look over her notes, like doing an investigation check around the room and stuff like that?
The only notes that she has in here on this data pad, if you start to glance over at them, she will close it, and what little you do glimpse of it appears to be a personal journal of sorts.
Cyrano wants to know if she's being forthright with us. Is she telling us everything?
Let's see.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about too.
Roll that insight.
Both of us?
Sure. Seems like she's being pretty straight up. Nothing
Okay.
obviously deceptive about her tone or her movements.
Okay.
Can I try and persuade her to see what's in her journal?
How do you do that?
So I go and sit down next to her, and I'm just like, "Hey." So I saw you kind of snatch away some writings over there. You wanna share some views with a fellow lady over here?
That was terrible.
I never said I was good at
You
persuasion.
should have called her your BFF. Hey, you're like my BFF. Why don't you show
Hey,
me?
bestie.
Hey, slut, show me your bird book.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can roll persuasion. It's not necessarily a disadvantage, but it is a very high DC.
You know, I was just thinking about it. The way these cactus things seem to be, I'm thinking these things are like a combination of the Kitwars and also the Marlboros.
The cigarette?
No, the giant tentacle monsters that have the bad breath that give you every status ailment at once.
Yeah, Final Fantasy classic. The Marlboro.
The only Marlboro I know is cigarettes. You know.
Well, that's the difference between the Marlboro and the Marlboro. Marlboro has two R's. The 16 is not sufficient.
I'm gonna just take an inspiration roll another one then, because I've got 4 inspirations still.
Yeah, she starts to kind of look at you like, what?
I throw in a wink to try and seal the deal.
You flash a boob or something?
No, just a wink will do fine.
Are you a
Got a 20.
Are you a scientist?
I dabble in some healing ways myself.
Care to demonstrate?
What do you want me to do? Just like throw out a healing spell?
I don't know. You better do something. It's this is your game now. Go for it.
If you're able to.
Okay.
One of the other players could intervene so she
Why don't
could
you
heal her.
heal her, because she's probably all covered in spores and stuff, right? She's probably not doing so well.
Okay, well, I'm going to throw out a nice healing spell so she doesn't get scared off.
Well, if she really wants to, I could damage cantrip her first, and then you could heal her.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I feel like that might go badly, so I'm gonna throw out some cure wounds for her.
All right.
I was hoping maybe you could try and like make a flower sprout on Dr. Whoopass's head or something.
I love how he calls himself Mass and then checks himself with his own name.
Yeah.
Well, because I've called him Mass for so long, and then I just recently decided to change his name to Dr. Whoopass. Revealing his name was a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Yeah.
I will do something nice. If there's anything that appears broken in the area, I'll cast Mending on it.
Hey, that coffee mug never looked better.
Okay, so I'm showing off my healing spells.
She looks at it somewhat impressively, and then and then she asks, "Do I have your assurances that by sharing this with you, I'm not sharing it with everyone?"
Oh, absolutely. Hands down, without a shadow of a doubt. I will not tell anyone has her fingers crossed behind her back.
She lied as easily as she breathed.
Deception.
Yep, roll deception.
Me?
Yeah, if you're lying. Oh boy.
I'm gonna take my inspiration again.
No, she rolled perception. It's deception.
Oh yeah, deception.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Well, how about that?
Okay, well,
exactly the opposite.
That works.
That's better. Wow,
That's better.
They flipped on him. They flipped on her.
Yeah.
Well, okie dokie. It's essentially a drunken, stoned rant of lament, wondering how everything went so wrong, and wondering if she will ever see her lovely Gerald again. And she begins trying to write a poem. First is a love note to Gerald, and then that is kind of interrupted or just abandoned in search of a more scientific prose, where she attempts to define the cactar in such a manner of poetry that is just horribly, horribly presented, like the tiny green plant of spiky death that has caused such turmoil. I have nothing left. I know not where to go now that I am the only one alive, won't someone please come join me and save me from the hive?
Now you just hold it right the frick there, HP. I recognize that freaking name, Gerald. You son of a mannequin. That is I know exactly who that freaking is.
But hold on though, hold on. Because this is between me and the lady over here. Okay, so none of y'all are hearing this.
Okay,
That's
well,
true.
okay. I'm not gonna.
Shut your
All right,
mouth,
sorry.
Dr.
I forgot that
Whoopass.
for a split second. All right, I'm not gonna intervene. I'm not gonna metagame. I'm sorry. I'm just making the realization. I'm sorry. My bad. Sorry. That was my bad.
All good.
You should apologize once more.
Look, I'm part Canadian. I apologize.
He's joking.
Cool, let's
That
progress.
was like 20 apologies. We got it, bro. It's all right. It's all right, man. It's all right. We got it.
Okay, so the cactus, obviously, she rambles on about the cactus, and she goes on about Gerald. Is he still alive?
He does not live on the station.
Okay, that's fine. I just, I didn't want to know, like, leave him behind if he was still here.
Yeah, that's a good thing he's not here.
And is there any, like, other information other than, like, drunk, stoned ramblings and poetry about Gerald and the cactus?
That's a negative.
Sarah
Okay.
reading her bullshit.
Almost
You
spent
never
an
know.
inspiration to uncover an embarrassing secret.
There could have been some, like, really important hidden information in there.
Sure. You never know.
Was there?
But we also
Was it?
find out why she was so keen on protecting it, and it wasn't to hide her scientific discoveries, it was to shield her embarrassment.
Okay.
It's fine. I give her a pat on the shoulder going, it's okay. We're not all good at everything. Just turns to the group and we're like, yeah, she's got nothing. Like, let's just go.
Okay. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to take your break now, Daniel?
Yeah, this will be the point where we take our break, and of course, you can discuss how you're going to approach the next area, and we will be back in a good 10 minutes or so, friends. And you know how it goes. Are you with us?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go grab a smoke.
Hey, Sarah number 2, get involved a little bit more. Don't be so, don't.
Hey,
Don't
I
hold
opened
back.
the door. I did something.
Yeah, she opened the door.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's true. But I'm just saying, like, I haven't heard your voice very much. So, if we're
That's
speaking
also-
over you,
Viessa doesn't talk or do anything really, unless other people
oh,
do.
she's
Yeah,
the really
I'm not-
shy one, right? She's the really shy
Yeah.
character.
She's
Yeah,
the really
I just
funny-
remembered my promise from 2 weeks ago.
What was that?
No, don't forget that promise.
What promise? What was that?
Later in the
Yeah,
chat
let's
after the game,
not.
there's a promise to engage Viessa in conversation at some point.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Boomkin was part of that as well.
Everyone's just gonna corner Viessa.
That's how you say your name? Yessa?
Viessa.
Viessa.
Yes.
Yeah, with like if you look on a thing, there is a V at the beginning.
Viessa. It could just be.
So we don't have Connie or Cruella playing today, or?
Yeah, Cruella's here.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
I'm
just-
here.
We just don't have Connie. She's not here today.
Cruella's Ari.
Aha.
Man, I
Right,
feel
anyway.
like
Ari
anyway,
and three sons.
I freaking feel like a fool now because I'm like I freaking nearly spoiled something potentially because I made a freaking made a connection and then I suddenly remembered, oh wait, I'm not supposed to be the one to make this connection at the moment because this is a private conversation between other characters and yeah.
Yeah, and you're a robot, so you don't know whatever the hell you're talking about.
That's okay. I can already tell Diego there that I know what happened to Boomkin, but I'm not revealing it to the group.
You know what about Boomkin?
Well, Engelbert. Sorry, I know what happened to Engelbert in RG1 game, but I'm not revealing it to the group.
Oh, you know what happened?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's not
snap.
spoiling it though.
How did
I'm
you...
not gonna. Dude, I watched the stream and it was revealed.
You watched the stream and it was revealed? Which stream?
Daniel, I'm not telling you. Daniel gave a hint and talked about it, and I put two and two together. Like, bam, I know what happened to Engelbert. Ryu doesn't know what happened to Engelbert.
So
but
it's
I
not
know.
like he revealed it. You solved it. Here's what you figured it out.
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
but I'm not gonna tell G1.
It's all good. It's all good.
So real quick, we gotta strategize, guys.
We just go with Talon. Talon will just go ahead of us for a little bit. If Talon gets engaged, we know there's people around there.
Yeah, stealth checks, and maybe we can get a surprise round and get a, on whatever what is we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight something.
Fireball.
Do we know if the baby cactus is gonna attack Talon though?
Yeah, but if Talon's gone, it's fine. He dies, and then Zai brings him back later. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
we should have
disposable.
asked about the people. If they've transformed into something or if they're just dead.
I think they're just dead, and I think the plants are what's transforming. But all the people, some of the people seem to be just gotten.
Or the dead people turned into the plants.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
Why don't we get King to summon here pet rats again and get them scattered around the place?
I will
I
say
missed that last part.
I said, why don't we get Boom King to summon here pet rats and get them sent around the place to check?
Well, we have the familiar, we have the raven. I don't know if we need more.
It could be a spell shot.
Want to waste your spell?
Yeah, with spell slot.
Yeah, I think that would be a waste of a spell. We already have the raven, so. But good idea, Rog.
I just put in the art chat the art music channel what my idea for the cactus creatures look like.
Let's see this. Oh, I haven't
Behold the
gotten
Cactoro.
I love it.
He moves around with the speed of sound and he'll give you just barf bad breath into your face.
Did you just draw that right now? Man, you're quick.
I am very quick, I'll have you know. It's why it looks comparatively kind of crappy compared to a lot of other stuff I've drawn.
Hey, can you guys explain to me again how to raise the volume on individual people again? I tried. And
Yeah,
I got
you
lost.
you go to their character. What I did, I'll go back to the chat.
You left click on somebody and then you go to the user volume.
So I've left clicked on Ultra Mega Stonks, and
I
it
can
just
just
brings
yell.
up. It just brings up a thing so I can message her, and that's it.
No, you right click on it.
Right click on it. I heard left click.
Oh, I probably said left click on accident, my bad. I meant to say right click, I'm sorry, right click.
It's right click and it says user for you.
I found it. Thank you. Yeah.
My bad, sorry.
I apologize. I will figure this out before next session.
No. Now you sound great. I raised your volume all the way to the max. It's much better.
Yeah, I just did it too.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you sound okay for me. I don't know. You said sometimes you sound like how everyone else seems to be saying, but sometimes you sound okay for me. I don't get it.
I think sometimes she leans forward and talks right into the mic, and sometimes she's leaning back, and when she leans anything but right up to the mic, it's harder to hear.
I'll just eat the mic whenever I want to talk.
There you go.
I realize I'm
into
bougie.
the art chat as well, thinking what the cactus might look like.
It's awesome with the little flower in its hair. It's cute. It looks like a little Minecraft.
The doctor said it was a cute little flower in his pot first.
No, that's awesome. It's really good.
I think I'm a little bougie, guys, because whenever I do these voice calls, I got my Beats Solo 3 headphones, which are like close to $200 that I use. When I drive in the semi, I have a $120 headset that I use. And whenever I game on the Xbox, I have my Xbox wireless headset, which was like $99.
You should check the price on the boys' headphones. Bose?
Well, the Beats Solos I got were basically a kind of free gift. My brother bought them for himself. And he's like, oh, I don't like these. You want them as a birthday present? Because it was around my birthday. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take them.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, his loss, my gain.
Hey,
does anyone here play Persona, by the way?
No, sorry.
Alright then. I was just wondering.
Hey, Dr. Whoopass, what's your real name? Mark?
Yes. It's
Mark, just check.
Mark Allen.
Mark, got it. It's because I don't know if I can call you Dr. Whoopass when I'm just talking to you.
If you check the chat for this thing, you see what I think Dan sees when he's on his smoke.
What's everybody else's real name? Rog and Zai?
Mine's Adam.
Adam. Okay.
Steven.
Ariana.
My name's
I feel like me and Sarah don't have to answer this question.
Yeah, how do we call Sarah 1 and Sarah 2?
So for Scary, I just call her Scary, and for the other Sarah, I just call her Sarah.
Oh, that works for me. Yeah, Scary and Sarah. Okay.
Because I'm not going to keep saying Ultra Mega Stonks.
Yeah,
It's an inside joke. I'm sorry.
No, it's funny because like I watched a video from the Russian Badger, and there's a type of artillery round called a stonk. They were playing World of Tanks, and they were talking about different artillery rounds, and there's literally an artillery round called a stonk, or there's a tank called a stonk. And then they made the joke of going through all the different language packs to see how it sounded in different languages. So it's like stonks, 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 and stuff like that.
And you settled with the British pronunciation. Stonks.
Well, American sounds stonks. Y'all see all them stonks over there?
I mean, it does sound quite funny.
I just thought y'all were referring to the meme where they intentionally mispronounced, where they just like made up the dumb way to say stocks, which is like stonks.
That's part of our inside joke because our one friend was really into stocks and all of that.
Well, let's play. Look what we have here.
We would like to play.
Oh, it looks like we're so far off to the side here. There we go. Now we can see everybody on the stream side of it as well. And we have made our way through the central lab area to where these red lights are going to become much more common, indicating that we are in an area still under a biohazard containment.
Is that something that's supposed to be showing up now?
You should see red lights right where the doors are.
Well, guess what? It happened to me again.
Try zooming out and move around. Move the sidebars around.
Well, Daniel's ping should bring everyone to where he's pinging at if they can see.
Well, I saw the pings, but like I'm saying, I see black. So it's something with my.
Yeah, that's
token
what I
again.
thought you was getting at.
There it goes.
If that
Can
number
everyone
3
else
RD comes back in one more time, I'm gonna ban this character because he keeps wanting to come back in a different form, and it's ridiculous. He wants you to be blind. You were supposed to take the blind sight with this character.
No, my character got Stark Vision.
That might actually be an interesting character to play.
Oh, very, very true.
Play a blind monk.
Yeah, it's a little more common in Star Wars when you have species like the Miraluka, where they're physically blind, but they can kind of see through the Force, so they see like your aura and disturbances more so than they see, oh, that's a chair, that's a couch.
Well, that could be fun.
Oh, definitely.
Star Wars KOTOR 2, god damn it. I still don't like that explanation. I am his eyes for him. Why? Because he cannot see you through the Force. What?
Yeah, sometimes they get a little too poetic. So here we have the door leading into the next area. We can hear emergency sirens on the other side, so it's about to get pretty loud once we get through this door. Fortunately, only in your imagination. I'm not going to start blaring an alarm siren here for the next remainder of the session. Just on the side here, before we access the door, there is a manual exterior bypass control. So just like we had kind of talked about coming in, if your characters want to activate the panel on this wall, you can open up a way for the gauntlet to retrieve your characters that much quicker after we make it through this next area.
Oh yeah, let's open it. Do we open it now, or do we open it like when we come back?
Yeah, how does that work?
We could load the scientist onto it now.
Technically, you're
need
opening it. You're opening it now. The doors aren't going to open. It's just unlocking them so that when you physically get to the door, you can then manually open them up. And then, of course, somebody will have to just contact the pilots on the gauntlet and let them know, hey, swing around to this access hatch to get us.
Okay, I'm gonna open it up then. Get it ready for when we need it.
Okay.
Go ahead, Lucan. Yeah, do it.
All right, Roger. We're on our way. ETA, 30 seconds.
Well, we don't need you right now.
Well, that's
They
when
can
we'll be
at
there.
least they can at least secure the doctor and take her on board.
But do we need the doctor?
The doctor said she isn't going to fight for shit.
Yeah, ask her.
Well, then she can go away then. Oh, she looks like a Karen.
Why do you think I poured wine on her? Why do you think I poured wine on her?
I'm so sorry. It just came out.
She's got the haircut, I'll give you that.
Oh man, she's got the
posture too.
Man, Sarah, you were fast.
I'm sorry if there's any Karens watching. But you know,
Well,
she
then
looks like
let's
one.
We'll
Did you
find
not
out.
get the hint?
let's have
Did
Mega
you not get
Karen
the
then.
hint? Did
Oh
you
my
not get
God.
the
If there are
Did
any
you not get
Karens
that?
watching, then they can speak to the manager about it.
Did you not get the hint when she looked at the elf with disgust?
Well, no,
Of course
because
she's a Karen.
I was too busy looking at all the dead plants.
Yeah, her pose is also, may I speak to your manager?
She's the mega Karen.
I am
She's
the
the
manager.
real
Get
enemy.
the hell on the ship.
Yeah, she's like 10th level Karen. Okay, well, we're just gonna throw her on the ship then.
Agreed.
Oh, we're still gonna have to make it through this area to that access hatch, which is somewhere on this map ahead.
Okay, well, she should maybe stay here.
Yeah,
We'll
put her
shut
in
the
the back.
door behind us.
Put her in the back.
Okay. I'll stay here with
Alright.
Connie.
Yeah. We'll shut that door where Connie is and where Karen, Dr. Nur is.
All right, you guys.
Maybe
ready
that's her
then?
name. Maybe she's Dr. Karen Nur.
I guess she is now.
She is now. We're gonna shut that door, and then I guess we're gonna make our way through the new door.
Yeah.
I guess Cyrano, you're the one closer to it, so
Yeah. No.
Open her up.
I'm gonna open it.
Alrighty. Well, of course it's locked.
denied.
Access denied. Access denied.
Okay, so is there a way to open the door?
He can try to pick through it, or we have another manual access that's basically going to require some brute force to rip that steel pane out of the wall.
Rog?
So,
Is it like a number pad again?
yeah, or there's that as well.
Fiesta, why don't you try putting in the same number
Yeah.
you did last time?
We could. Fiesta could try to see if she could determine the numbers again.
Sure.
I'll help her. Give her advantage.
Okay.
Is that another perception check?
It is. $11. Well.
I rolled a 14.
Well, if you're helping her, you don't have to roll at all. You're just giving her advantage.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought
If
the
you're
perception-
rolling, if you're rolling for yourself, then you're not helping her. Which
my
we can
apologies.
certainly use the 14.
I just rolled. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, this keypad maybe has not been used as much, probably because this hallway is not usually locked down. It's kind of hard to tell if there's any residual fading to the numbers.
Let's just try the old code.
Yeah. Does the old code work, Daniel?
7734.
Nope. Okay. Cyrano's gonna.
You wanna
bust
try
out
and-
his- I'm gonna bust out my lockpicks.
Dr. Whoop has to try to
Let's
freaking
do
bust
that.
the door
Let's
down.
get the panel off the wall.
Oh, 23 with my lockpicks.
23. Rog can roll in athletics. And he can't quite get his giant fingers in between the steel and the wall enough to rip it out, but fortunately,
That's acrobatics, not athletics.
fortunately, he does not need to, as Cyrano unlocks the door.
Okay, attempt number 2 at opening the door.
Yeah, we got it.
Ta-da!
Yay!
Well, looky what we have here. A hallway and a foe. Everybody hold.
I see more than one
Alright.
foe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, one of them looks like... Oh dear God, what the F is that? And further off in the distance...
Oh, it's a little cactus friend.
Is that the little cactus guy, or has he got?
So
multiple-
mutant flies
Is he
and
just
then
like a
prickly
minion?
cactuses?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
He's looking a little bit suspicious down there. I've gotta point out.
Yeah.
It's a cute cactus, but it does seem to be a bit larger than the one described to you. So maybe it's grown since the last time, or who knows?
I feel like when we're gonna need to do some sort of like
Initiative roll.
checking around. Well, yeah, obviously initiative roll, but after that, some sort of checking around.
Sarah, look what I rolled
I
for your
will-
initiative.
Oh my god!
Holy crap.
I like how the idea while we're talking during the break is like, yeah, we'll just keep sending the Raven forward to keep an eye for things and check for enemies.
Well, we had to open the door. But Daniel just wanted to start the fight.
I mean, at this point, what?
And of course, we're
talking like 45 feet difference between us and the. Not even 45 feet. As soon as you open the door, you're like 30 feet away from the nearest foe. The Raven doesn't really grant us much of anything unless you send it out and the characters don't move out.
True.
Yeah, my initiative didn't roll for some reason.
Let's see. I need to erase the old initiatives that are stuck in here.
Oh. Nope, mine did roll.
Broly, Reeve, Aldwin, Grega. Oh, the cobble swarms.
Oh,
Enzo.
no, the cobble swarms.
Enzo, what are you doing here? Wrong party. Okay.
Enzo?
So, Boomkin. Yeah, this is the G1 initiative as well. I had freaking Broly and Grega and all of our characters, Belial, all of them in here.
Broly?
Oh, good old Belial, the 400-pound turtle.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, where is Zyfex's initiative? No,
My
it's
initiative
rolled
says
slightly higher than I did.
22.19.
it just didn't track for some reason. Let's put that back in. There we go. And now let's roll for the bad guys. Or the plant guys. Who knows what their motivations are? Let's not assume. Okay. So, decent and the worst initiative on the board. And let's also check. Bum, ba, da, bum, bum, bum. Okie dokie. Got another something there. Okay, and those of you who have line of sight far enough ahead to see the cactus, this red exclamation point here on the wall is your sign that this door will lead to the hatch that will lead to your ship. So 5 rounds from now, you should be able to make your way to that point and to the ship, or any time thereafter. But if you head there before that point, and you try to access the door, you're just going to get sucked out into space. And just a reminder from earlier, depending on how comprehensive your sweep is, you guys might walk out of here very rich, but this is also a challenging test as well, so it may not lend itself in a way that allows complete on both sides, but we'll see.
All right, so play smart, guys. The longer we last and the more we investigate, the bigger our reward.
There. Oh, my bad. This one would have advantage on initiative.
I gotta remember to use my new initiative spell. I keep forgetting. Next time.
Oh, that little cactus guy jumped all the way up.
Must have cast haste on himself.
It's actually a different one. There's 2 of them in the initiative.
I noticed there was 2.
Okay, so we've got that. Yes, yes, yes.
That thing must have a high dex if you roll 14, it's at 20. Or a high initiative bonus one, too.
The 14 is for something else, but yeah, one of the cacti rolled a 20, one of them rolled a 2.
Okay.
And let's see, just want to make sure everybody's in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And one last initiative here, just in case. Perfect. Going near the bottom, as it should. And I do believe that's everybody. We can see a plethora of organic growth here in the hall. There are just vines and sprouts and weeds and plants aplenty, extending along the hallway, under the doorways, into the rooms beyond, seemingly. Even though our area of exploration ends almost immediately to the south. Note that there are 2 doors in that direction, possibly locked, possibly not. Some other doors along the passageway that are closed, a couple of them that are open. Otherwise, yep, you can see the red light of the warning sirens present everywhere. There's a loud klaxon blaring this entire time, so depending on how spread out we get, any standard method of communication may become a little bit hindered. But otherwise, Zyfax has got the top spot here, and you're kind of chilling out right in the back of the group, if we don't count the other 2 on the other side of the door.
Okay, so I'll move up, so that's 10, 15, 25, 30. Oh, there's only one enemy right there. Oh, there's 2 enemies right there.
The one enemy that we can see closest appears to be vaguely insect-like. It has multiple limbs, stubby wings, and nightmarish heads. But the resemblance to an insect ends there, as it obviously has some kind of plant-like protrusions that are just out of its token picture that we can see, and it also has some very nasty clawed feet. And then the cactus thing here is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, well, you already know what one of my favorite bread and butter spells is, so I'm gonna launch that at an area in between the 2 of them to get both of them in the area. So, good old fireball.
Okie doke.
So,
Okay, Pitbull.
What do you mean, Pitbull?
Fireball.
No, Pitbull is Das Megastarina.
Shouldn't you say fireball, Steven, until there's a bigger group?
Well, too late. I'm prodding the defenses right now. See what happens.
All right, bro.
I forgot how to ping, so I can show you where I was going to put the fireball at to hit the 2 of them. But you get the idea where I'm aiming, right?
I would guess the crosshairs of this space right here, right between them.
Yeah, that's where I was aiming for. I forgot how to do the pinging stuff.
Can he get the other one? Can he get the 3rd one? Is there a way to situate it?
We can't even see the 3rd or the 4th one.
All I see is 2 of them, so that's the one I'm attacking.
Even if he can see that one, there's no. If he gets that one inside of it, now we're taking this one out of it. They're not all close enough to get inside of a 20-foot radius.
Got it.
Let's see.
DC 15 dexterity saving throw. All right, so one of them takes 26, the other one takes 13 fire damage. And anything else that might be flammable in the area catches on fire, I believe, with fireball.
all the walls go on fire and he kills us all.
That's
Yeah, double checking.
We are thinking similarly.
Yeah, so the fire spreads around corners. It ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being warmed or carried.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that might not be a good thing for us.
Well, it looks like I damaged two other things that were being hidden. Oh!
Yeah, say hello to some foes that were hiding in the vines here.
Oh.
And they are burninated.
Well, that worked for what I wanted to do.
Otherwise,
What did
that
you want
one's
to do,
good.
Scary?
You'll find out
Are
in
you
a minute.
gonna set all the vines on the walls on fire, though?
That's exactly correct.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fight
so
fire
got
with
it,
fire.
got it. And then, yeah, for Rog, Cyrano, and Boomkin, let's roll some dexterity saves as a wave of fire is just rushing towards you by the time it gets to your point.
Thanks.
The way I
Well,
view
I
it is
think I'm good.
I revealed
Oof,
more
I made
enemies
it.
that weren't there. Alright, that's how I view it. Plus, you guys won't take the actual fireball damage, you're just taking like a little bit of fire damage. Like, not too much fire damage.
Just a little bit of burning.
Yeah, if you're the DM.
Yeah!
Let's see, 16 if you failed a DC 13. 8 if you made it. So Rog takes 16 fire, the other two take 8. And there are no more...
But thanks to my Frostbrand, I got fire resistance.
Well, that's handy. Otherwise, there are no vines that we can see.
Are they still on fire, or was it like a flash burn?
It was pretty much a flash. Now it's just it's a smolder.
I have exorcised the demons. This house is cleansed. I am my turn.
All my damage I take with these campaigns are from my own team members.
Friendly fire.
I have hellish resistance, so I'm resistant to fire damage.
Very nice. So that's half of half.
I have Hellish Rebuke. Maybe I can do a reaction to that.
If you do, I think it would be against
It'd be
Zyfax
against
Teutzel
me.
Kaiser the 3.
I didn't realize you were going to get hurt in the fucking fire. Plus, I revealed the enemy that was directly to the left of you.
No, he's lucky I don't have Hellish Rebuke. It's my other character.
But the Frostbrand starts in the chat for the voice thing. Or you're done.
Oh, thank you. For sure. So, what you thinking there, Sarah?
Oh, I didn't realize we've got to my turn now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of squeeze past the guys here and move up a little bit. Oh, it might help if I didn't have it on a little ruler. Okay, so I'm gonna stand here. And I am going to cast Dark Bolt.
Okay. The Razor Vine is going to take a slash at you as you step away. As you step out of its threatened zone. AC
Okay.
16 for 6 slashing.
So I roll a Dexterity save.
Nope.
No, I just take damage.
Correct. Yeah, it hits your armor class.
Okay.
But then otherwise, back to your turn.
So, actually, before I do that, can I like try and discern anything about these creatures that are here? Like, if they have any, what do you call it? Weaknesses and of the other stuff.
You can. It's just when you're encountering them as a stranger for the first time, which all of these would classify, it requires your action to roll the Arcana, History, Nature, whatever check. So I don't know if you want to move all the way up there and then just do that. We can tell that they are affected by fire, but otherwise not a whole lot of obvious resistances or weaknesses.
Okay.
And then this thing here is just, who knows? That thing just is all kinds of weird.
Well, I was just trying to figure out if the cactus dude was like the dude that we wanted to capture, or if it's actually just an enemy.
Roll insight.
I don't think we're capturing anything anymore, Bootkin, because it's too dangerous to transport it. Took over this space station.
You have a feeling that is not the cactus that we are looking for.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, in that case, I'm going to cast Dark Bolt.
Dark Bolt, impersonate me.
At level 3.
Uh-oh. Who's the lucky target?
Targets. It's a line.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's a 100-foot line that's 5 foot wide. Yeah, so about that. Looks
Yeah.
good. It's kind of what I was aiming for.
Let's see.
Nice. They all got it. They all got in line for you there,
One
Bootkin.
action. Yep,
Yeah.
Yep. To one or more targets in range. Divided.
A nice conga line of pain.
For each target, not for each ray.
And then because I'm casting it at a high level, I'm going to cast it behind me as well to get the other dude.
Okay, so you're going to need to roll... Let me check your character sheet. Hopefully they put this in, otherwise it's going to require some manual calculation. Okay, so we need to do that, and then try casting the Dark Bolt again at level 3, and let's see how it appears in the chat.
Okay.
Excellent, that's exactly what we want, because you have to roll an attack for each target. So you're casting 2 rays, but you're including 5 targets, so you need to roll that 4 more times.
Okay.
And then the damage for the first bolt will be all the same, but we'll count the first roll that you rolled since that was higher.
Okay.
3, 4, 5. Okay. So, first attack is definitely going to hit for 11 cold damage on the Razor Vine. Nothing to do with cold. So it will take all 11, and it has a tiny bit of HP left.
Nice.
Hard to tell because it doesn't look like the hit point bars are available for them, but rest assured this one is almost dead. And then as for our next target, you hit a 12. That is a near miss on, or actually it's a big miss on this one right here. I don't know if you want to spend a hero point or just
Sure,
take the
why
miss. Okay. It's missing by a few, so need a good number. And that's not it. So this one is missed entirely somehow. Or just unaffected. The third shot, likewise, it's a miss on the cactus creature up ahead. You rolled a 10 against its armor class, which is a bit better. I don't know if you want to burn a second hero point there. They can run out fast.
Yeah, but also, like, there's one more Sunday before the end of the month before they reset, so
True.
I will just spend another one.
All right. Damn it, you needed a 3.
Apparently I just keep rolling 2s.
You needed a 3. Shite. Okay, well, the next one you rolled a 19, which is absolutely a strike on the Razor Vine at the far end of the hall. It will take the cold damage of 11. And then the second ray is your 11 to hit. This one just to the south of you. And its armor class is, of course, just a bit higher than an 11.
And so if it's a bit higher than 11, how much do I need to make it into a hit?
A 2 will do it.
Well, why not? Give it a go. Of course.
I was waiting for you to roll a 1 so I could say I lied.
Yeah.
1 will do it as well because it has an armor class of 12 and you rolled an 11. Okay, so
Roll
yeah.
2s all around.
Good shots. And anything else with your move or bonus?
I think I will leave it at that for now. I'll save my healing spells for when I actually need them a bit more.
Okay.
So I'm just going to, so I think that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I'm just going to stay there.
Okay. So now the cactus that we are looking for
Where is he hiding?
Well, I think he's about to come to all the noise that's been made. You know, to explosions and burning and stuff.
Oh, I see another one up there.
I hope he's grown huge and he's like this big boss at the end.
Good news is Viessa, Cruella, and Dr. Whoopaz can just slam the door shut with all of you on that side of it.
Nice.
It's like, screw you guys, I'm going home. Yeah, just imagine.
Fine. That's
Well,
fine
this
because
is the way home.
that means no loot for you guys then. If you're just gonna like bugger off out here, we're gonna keep all the loot to ourselves.
Yeah, just imagine the giant.
take that 5,000
Just imagine the cactus monster turns into like Nemesis at the end.
Yo,
of that
what
one.
the hell is that?
Oh my god.
That's everybody in the party, whether you see it or not. You all hear the soothing and beckoning words in your minds. I believe you are all humanoid classification. DC 19 wisdom saving throw or be charmed for 1 minute.
My Fey ancestry, I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep. So I got. What kind of saving throw?
Wisdom save.
Oh, meets it, beats it. Yes. Nice. That's the best wisdom saving throw roll I've ever made in my entire career.
There we go.
I think I'm good.
Yes, beat it.
For a second, I'm just finding my wisdom.
All right.
So glad I plugged in all those points into my wisdom.
Very valuable to have a shield on your mind.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
+7 to your
Oh,
wisdom.
even with advantage, Viesa's one shy. Alright, so basically if you failed on your turn, you're going to start heading up the hallway in this direction. Incapacitated nonetheless, which means you cannot take actions
Can I give her
or
one of my hero
reactions.
points?
You cannot.
Oh.
That is a unique power benefit for 100,000 Beskar bucks. One character out of all 67 of us has that. Sadly, they're not at this table.
There's nothing there's nothing Viesa can do to be like, not.
Can we shake her free of the power?
You cannot. You can damage her. You don't necessarily know that that's a precursor. I don't know if that would necessarily even... I don't want to say occur, but that might be the best terminology. Basically, would you attack an ally that's walking away?
Can, like, Cruella, like, restrain Viesa?
You can certainly give that a shot. We're just talking who goes first in initiative, what kind of actions we're using, etc. Right now, yeah, if you failed to save, open up your character icon menu, click your token, open the little circle below, and then find the heart and slap that on your character. And remember, you get a save at the end of each round, so this isn't a you're stuck necessarily for the entire minute. There are a few things that can break this effect. But for right now...
Man, next level, my bard could remove charms by singing a song.
Oh, bitchin'.
Nice.
But not yet.
It's like the fucking song duel. All of a sudden, Cyrano's like, "This is not the greatest song in the world. This is just a tribute."
No, he starts doing like a... He does like a boy band dance.
Oh, man. Well, I'm not going to break out some Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
Nah, man.
Daniel, I'm having issues finding the heart.
How dare you? Let me find it. It's got to be here somewhere. There it is. Ta-da!
Thank you.
My pleasure. What is, let's see. So, Cruella... Oh, I'm scrolling too far past it here.
Well, there's no restraining Viesa by Cruella, because Cruella's...
Exactly. So basically, all three of you who are on the inside who might have shut the door against the party now want to step out. Likewise, Rog, who is on point, also just wants to go step towards the alluring song. So a full 4 out of 7 characters here are now not of their own senses. And that's just part of this creature's turn.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Get DC 19 wisdom save. Jesus Christ.
Great, this is now the second time that has been mind controlled.
Anything else that this creature does with its turn is not obvious, so we will pass it over to Cruella.
Before you pass it to Cruella, I have a new spell that's kind of like a counter spell. Was that a spell, or was it like a feature that the guy did?
It's an innate ability.
An innate ability. Darn.
Can we still use our bonus actions?
Cannot, sadly. I thought that you could, but I double-checked that last night because I was allowing that a couple sessions ago, and then I checked it last night, and if it says no actions, it means no bonus actions either. Only thing you can do while incapacitated is move. The good news is you don't have an action or a bonus action to potentially do a dash, so everybody can just move 25, 30, whatever feet it is away.
Everybody should try and hit whatever creature has cast the spell on them. Try and hit him, and maybe he can it'll break the spell. Maybe.
In the description, it does say that we're trying to get within 5 feet of the Sin Star and touch it, which makes me feel like we shouldn't touch it.
Well, let's find out. The Sin Star is somewhere up this hallway. You do know that much. You'll find out further as you get closer.
Sweet. Alright, well, Cruella will move into the room. And then from there, she will try to get closer. She's got 30 feet of movement, so she will move. And then at the end of my turn, I can repeat the saving throw.
Yes, indeed.
Alright, fingers crossed.
Oh!
Oh no!
The worst roll. Womp, 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 womp.
Sweet. Well, I think that ends my turn. Yay.
Yep. And here comes Rog with a verse same as the first.
Do we see them blankly, looking vacant in their eyes or anything like that?
They're obviously under some form of compulsion, and or not in their right mind, because, yeah, sure, it makes sense that our barbarians would step up, but then they don't rage, they don't attack. What the hell's going on here? And you yourselves know that you just shielded your mind against a powerful compulsion. Oh, 1 second, Rog. Here comes a attack of opportunity. Slice! I don't think that's going to hit. Nope. Damn it.
15.
You need to get hit so you can take damage so you can roll the save. Well, end of your turn. You get to roll the save anyway. Oh! Hero point?
No.
I know.
Can I use hero points?
I know Adam's got hero points. Yeah, you can. You only needed 2.
How do I do that now?
Roll a d6. There you go. So your turn ends and you're like, the hell am I doing up here? Not where I wanted to be. So the vines that would have otherwise remained hidden this entire time are now going to slide their way into attack position. Or as best they can. This one is just going to move and do a kind of dash. Get over up here next to Rog. Half dash, I guess. And there's another one right here that will move up next to Rog. And it will use...
Rog's about to be canonized.
Let's see here. Alright. So there's that. And Rog is the only creature within 10 feet of this. Everybody else is a plant. So dexterity saving throw from Rog. Very nice. So 5 slashing damage on a successful save. And if at least one of the creatures that failed this is not a construct or an undead, the Polite regains some HP. And it will happily do so. It drinks your blood! And Cruella is closest, so this one's going to come over and do the exact same thing to her. So dexterity saving throw, damage, and then another save. Oh, nice. Only 2 points of damage.
Does she get to re-roll her saving throw?
Yes,
she got
sir.
damage?
Damn it! So close.
Steve.
DC 19, man.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard, especially if your character only has a +1 to wisdom. That's like a 15% chance. Alrighty, so that's it for that Razorvine Blight, and then we got the next one right here. It's going to do the exact same thing to Cyrano, and technically Zyphax as well, since you are also within 10 feet of it.
So I gotta make a dexterity save throw.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, and he fails the save. They both fail the save.
But don't they both have hero points they could use?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a hero point.
Wait, isn't it a DC 12?
Oh no, you made it. Yeah, I thought it was 13. So you're good. Steven can roll a hero point, of course, to avoid a few extra points of damage. You're T3, so yours are D8s.
Yeah, so...
You just need a 1 or better, and you'll take 4 points of damage instead of 9. And also prevent the thing from healing. So there you go. So you take 4 damage.
Nice.
Cyrano takes 4 damage. This thing gets no healing. The one that hit Cruella, she made her save, so it gets no healing. That is it for that one. So over to... one quick interruption here. I meant to roll this earlier. Okay. And...
Am I the only one who gets nervous whenever he starts rolling diamond?
No, I do as well. Especially when he's like, okay, yeah, okay. And I'm like, what are you rolling for?
Like numbers that are coming up on the dice.
Yeah, I just
Never
rolled
know if it's good or not.
D100 and then a D20, then 8 D8s. What the fuck?
He's like, don't mind me, guys. You just carry on.
It's evil. It's evil.
Oh, look, the solar dragon I've been preparing is finally here.
And all of a sudden, stepping out of the latrine, everybody's favorite, say hello, the Tarrasque. Just kidding. What we do know is the results of those rolls that I just made is the fireball from a few seconds ago sufficiently did enough damage to the emergency escape door here that it appears to be blasted open. But there's no rush of vacuum sucking everybody out into space, so if this is a space station worth its salt, there's probably another airlock door on the other side of this one even. But point being, mind your explosive AoEs now that we know we are very close to the exterior of the station here. Mark, that is over to your turn.
Yeah, we'd almost kill us, Steve.
How am I supposed to know that a spaceship has weak-ass metal?
Alright. Well, considering that I am just a zombie right now, let's see here. So that's 10, and then 15, and then 5.
Do your roll. Maybe you're not a zombie.
Well, he has to move first.
That's the end of the turn.
Oh, he moves first.
Yes, sir.
25, 30, 35, 40.
I promise no more fireballs. Just
Oh, he
lightning
comes
bolts.
right up and gives Cruella a big ol' hug.
Aw.
Oh. And then
Sorry, I didn't realize I
he
was wrong.
disengages the embrace.
Yeah, that was.
Because you don't want to be too creepy.
That's
Okay.
an inappropriate touch in there.
It's cool, we're party members, but, like, don't linger. Don't linger. And then your wisdom save. Oh, everybody got advantage at the start of this session, though, from the brilliant play by Steven there. So if you want to burn that, you will make the
Burn it!
save.
I'll do it. I'll go ahead and do that.
All right, get rid
Yay.
of that heart. Your turn is over, and now you're standing over here like, why am I here? And now it's over to Cyrano.
Not again.
Okay. Yeah, I can't move because I'll get an opportunity attack, right? Oh, you know what? I'll just scoot around him.
Well, Sarah already provoked that. Well, no, this thing's already had its turn since then, so now it's reset. So, yeah.
I'll just move here so I can clear the path for people to come through.
Oh yeah, all good.
All right. Cyrano takes out his sword, does a little giddy smile, and does like a little Zorro and attacks him with his rapier.
All right.
But actually, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna attack him with the rapier, but with booming blade.
Oh.
I can't.
In this party, we should rebrand that spell as Boomkinning Blade.
Boomkinning Blade.
Goodness gracious, this thing only had 3 hit points left, man. Way to overkill. Ow!
Okay, well, get him out of my face.
He wanted to make sure it died.
Zyphax feels 9 points of spillover damage almost unintentionally swinging in his way, such as the brilliant flourish of the booming blade here. Whoa! My bad. See, it can happen to anybody.
Yeah. I need a wide berth when I handle this giant thing. Okay, and then I'm going to go help out friends, so I'm going to move up forward.
All right. And, of course, before all of the plant life was burned away, this would have been difficult terrain once we get to this this clog here, but that is no longer the case. Just ignore the plants there. It's just ash.
There's no kind of bonus action I can try to, like, grab or restrain Cruella, eh? There's no kind of
Not with a bonus action. Unless you have, like, a grappler feat or some other ability, typically that would be an action.
Okay, I'm just gonna stand in front of her to make like difficult terrain for her to walk through me.
Okay. Do you have extra attack?
No, not yet. Next level.
Gotcha. Energy Buster. Alright, here come the nasty insect-like plant creatures. And yes, there are 2, because some of us can see the other one right here.
For my bonus action, I'm gonna give Cruella a Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
So she can apply it. So she can apply it to her next saving throw. So when you roll that next saving throw, you can roll a D8 now. Oh, it's a D8 now.
Nice. Like a T3 hero point. I'll throw a little music note on your character there for a reminder.
I'll remind you, Cruella.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, who's next?
The nasty insect plant creatures. Okay, so one of them is right next to Rog, so that's what's happening there. It's a very rare creature known as, or it's not a creature, a very rare plant known as the Migo. A sentient creature. I keep saying creature, it's a plant. And here is a brief example of its excellence. That may appear as a haha, but hover over the 12 and you'll see what I'm talking about. After that, anyway, 2 attacks here on Rog. Slash and slash. Oof.
What the hell?
Yep, a +7 modifier to an intelligence roll means that this thing has a 25 intelligence or higher. Highly sentient plant life here. I think both of those attacks will hit Rog, and he's not had a chance to rage yet. So that's 30 points of damage and a grapple, and eek, 12 more psychic damage.
That is
my
a
God,
meaty
12
plan.
I'm gonna do a reaction of silvery barbs.
Okay. What is that? Disadvantage on the second attack? Right. Oh, that's right. I get a reroll entirely. It's not disadvantage. Okay. So I guess it doesn't matter which one we use it on because I rolled the same damage for both. So extra re-rolled attack here. Damn it, it still hits for the same damage.
Crap!
That's all this thing knows how to do.
I tried, Rog. I tried to help you.
Ouch.
Sorry,
Not
man.
often you see a barbarian get shredded like that. Usually they're taking half damage. So yeah, what is that? 42 points of damage total. And that is it for that one. This thing is also apparently the Intercontinental Champion here for WWE. It's got a very bitchin' belt that it's wearing. And for those of you who are the slightest bit familiar with magic items, are pretty sure this thing's got a belt of giant strength on it. Just perhaps a bit more with a technological flavor to it.
Rog should be restating.
I.e. what we see there. Now the second one will step in right over here.
Just what freaking Matt, just what Dr. Whoop-Ass needs. He's traded in his black belt for a world championship belt.
Yeah, this one is the heavyweight champion, as it is also wearing a very bitchin' belt of giant strength. And we're just going to randomize this. Is it going after... It's got options.
What kind of belt of giant strength is it?
If you had to guess, they probably both have belts of fire giant strength. So yes, this one is going to step up right here.
Oh, I would love to have one of those for Reeve.
And try to give a big ol' hug to Dr. Whoop-Ass.
Set your strength to 25.
Oh, sweet Jesus, no!
Hey, Cyrano, will you give me a flank bonus? Because I won't hit otherwise.
Sorry.
Alright. Second attack lands 13 slashing on Dr. Whoop-Ass. The secondary effect does not apply. You are grappled, however. So, we'll put a little grapple fisties here on both of you. Same thing up here with Rog. Rog is grappled, and this one is doing the grappling.
Team, we're gonna have to focus fire on those heavy hitters. Like, everyone attack the same guy, those heavy hitters, because each round that they get to attack is way too much damage. Some of us are gonna start going down.
It is over to Viessa, also under the charm effect.
Real quick, Zyfax blocking the door, does that give any, like, difficult terrain for me at all?
It does. You have to spend 10 feet to step through them.
I have to see where I can go from here. Hold on. So it's 10 feet to go through each person?
Is. So you're likely to probably end your turn somewhere between Zyfax and the wall of characters ahead of you.
Yeah, you might not
That's
make
what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. If it's probably going to cost you, I think, 20 feet just to get to there, and then you probably got another 10 feet, 2 squares forward.
So you should make it to just behind Mass, Dr. Dumbass.
I could do that. Because we have 40 feet of movement. I just tend to get past Zyfax, so I have 30 more feet.
Oh, okay. So
That's
then...
why I'm trying to figure out exactly how far I can go.
It looks like you're still trapped here, though. There's just too many characters.
I will.
blocking the way. So yeah, you're either here or
You'll make it here. That's as far as you'll get, yeah.
Yeah, one or the other there. As far as you can get behind Whoopass or Cruella.
All right, now roll
And then
high.
I roll a
19.
wisdom save again.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Advantage doesn't even help.
it really doesn't.
No, no.
Yikes.
I'll throw you a Bardic Inspiration next round, Viesa.
I think those were actually the first couple notes of the Mario World victory theme, actually.
That's my alarm that tells me to press the stream gift every 15 minutes.
Nice. Alrighty, so here's where there was no percentage chance of it because, yeah, I already knew this was going to happen. The door busts open right here, and a very large cactus plant
Oh my god.
comes rushing out on fire because the fire effect spread under that doorway. And not only is it on fire, but now that we've opened that up, let's just... That's fun.
Oh,
Oh, look at that,
fun.
Exia, you were kind of right here.
Log
Exia.
Nice.
just in so much danger and nobody back here can help him.
It appears that we have a persistent fire effect that has... basically, the fireball triggered a gas explosion in this room over here, and
Nice.
that's not good, because that could spread pretty quickly. And the creature that was just waiting in here for y'all to come to it is now rushing out here in a panic, because it doesn't want to be on fire. And
Hey, I found it.
yeah, we're going to keep on moving down the hallway. That's basically all it can do. Let's just check its character sheet.
Is he on
Is
fire?
that
like,
gonna
like,
spread
like,
the fire even
is
further?
Is he still taking damage like each round? Like that is that much how much on fire he is?
It would, but it has the same options as any other character where it can spend its action to put itself out. So
Oh,
it
okay.
moves and then spends its action to put itself out.
Ah, too bad. I thought he just run away screaming.
Yeah. This is the one plant here that appears to not be resistant, but instead vulnerable to fire. So it rushing out of there in a panic is completely in keeping.
Nice. I do have some fiery spells up my sleeve.
I got another fire spell that isn't a big explosion.
And now to
Nice.
end off our initiative for the session, the cactus creatures, but not the one that we're looking for. And yeah,
the
some of
cactus
you,
creatures.
were on to a solid theory earlier. Looking at these creatures, they appear to have once been humanoid, but now converted completely to plant life.
Oh, you called it. Who was that? Rog or Steve?
I think it
or-
was me.
Who called that? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing y'all talk
I think it
about
was
that
me.
during the break, yeah.
Yeah.
So, movement of 30 feet. It's gonna
Oh,
do
don't forget to
that.
add your healing tier 3 characters. I forgot about that.
Yep, T3, you get a 3-point regeneration at the top of each round. So it's gonna rush right up here to Cyrano.
But we haven't had a whole round yet, have we?
Yeah, but that was the first round. On your turn, you get to heal. 'Cause we
Correct.
got hit
If you were down hit points at the start of your
Oh,
round, you would have
yeah.
gotten some, yeah.
if you were down hit points. Yeah, I'm down.
Exactly, which I think Sarah was, because Zyfax burned everybody before they got the
Yep.
turn.
All I'm saying is that Aries not the only one that could, damage their teammates, all right? 'Cause it can happen.
So this is spraying its spines in a burst around itself. Each creature, note creature not plant, within 15 feet, dexterity saving throw. That is Boomkin, Whoopass, Cruella, Cyrano, and Viessa. And Rog.
Meets it, beats it. Man, I've done it all day. 13.
Low DC, but that paralysis is nasty. You do not want to fail this save. Paralysis means you are losing your next turn. So Diego is good.
I
Adam is
am
good.
going to take one of my inspirations.
Turn that 18.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
There you go. Sarah
idea.
is good. Ari, did you use your inspiration this session? Do you want to hold on to it, or
I'll use my inspiration.
you actually got the bardic inspiration too? So if you want to use it to avoid this instead of trying to overcome the other thing, that's an option too.
But you're
Two different
still-
types of inspiration.
Are you still charmed?
She is.
I am still charmed.
Yeah,
Mm,
she's
that's a
charmed and now
risk.
potentially paralyzed.
That's a risk. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Yep. It's
I
a
would just use
guaranteed
it.
success either way you slice it for this effect, because if you use your actual inspiration, you get the 20. If you use your bardic inspiration, the minimum you roll is going to make the save on the 12. So, either way. Just a matter of, did you want to save the bardic inspiration for the charm effect that's proven rather difficult to make? Decisions.
So I didn't make the
Yeah,
save.
I'm
did I?
gonna save Bardic Inspiration for the Wisdom save. My Wisdom sucks, so I'll just use my plain Inspiration for this.
Fantastic. And then as far as Whoopass, you used your inspiration already, didn't you?
I did not use my inspiration. Somebody else. I got the thing from somebody else, I think, but I have not used my own inspiration, no.
Well, with that being the case, that's the same option as our other characters who got inspiration earlier this session. Turn the fail into a 20 and lose the inspiration.
Okay.
I would do it. I don't want to be paralyzed.
No paralysis. Instead, the damage after the half to all the characters is 6. 6 piercing.
Don't forget if you used your inspiration to unclick it from the little dragon.
Correct.
thing.
Yeah, click the dragon, make it blank again. Only ones that have stacking inspiration are tier 2s and tier 3s. Although tier 1s kind of get a stacking inspiration, they just get one every week. Our other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They are just moving up the passage. And that is it for their turn. It for our
The other
initiative.
6.
What's that?
I'm sure I heard you say the other 6 are just moving up the passage.
Oh, I didn't say 6, but I don't remember exactly what I said. Maybe I said 6, but if I did, that was definitely a mistake. The other 1.
Yeah, the other 300.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. The rest of them are just around the corner here for your egress passage there, just waiting for a big surprise.
Of course they are.
And of course, here on the map, even though we don't see it yet, our reinforcement, it's on the map. We just aren't there yet. And yeah, we will definitely discuss the mechanical side of it next session. But suffice it to say, we are now in a bit of a time crunch as we have an explosion that, if not properly contained, could potentially necessitate our need to get the hell out of Dodge as fast as possible. So yeah, we will definitely cross that 2 weeks from now. Anybody that wants to record our initiative as the timekeeper, of course, may do so.
already
Post
done
that.
it.
Very cool. And then whoever wants the hero point, you guys always discuss that amongst yourselves. We'll send this back to the starting screen and the ending screen. That is a very thick cactus indeed. Cacti everywhere. And that is one of my nicknames, actually, is the huge Cactus Jack fan that I am. A few people in the day have been known to call me Cactus. So yes.
I wondered where that was going.
There's a reason for the cactus theme. I had to put it in
Right.
here. If you look at my Enemir continent map for Alaram 2, there is a fortress known as Fort Cactus, and it's a giant hollowed-out cactus with a series of teleportation circle networks inside that connect to a variety of other forts throughout the realms. Kind of like in Morrowind, how they had the big elven hollowed-out trees that you could use to kind of teleport from a destination to destination. I thought, I'll just take the same thing and make them cacti, because that's more my speed. But great stuff today here, friends. Enjoyed watching the RP early on, and some of our inventive ideas for getting through a few of the solutions in the first half of the session, and then of course a great combat, unpredictable here in the second stage of it. Would have been really interesting if everybody had made or everybody had failed that charm saving throw. As it is, half and half is about kind of par for the course, and a couple of them have already broken free of that, so thankfully nobody has wandered all the way down the hall. But we will catch you all later in about 4 hours from now with our G4 The Coalescence Part 1. The first part should conclude tonight. Our group more than likely will encounter the Dread King that they've been hunting after for the past 2 sessions. They're just in a very, very trippy dungeon that is, in some cases, turning them against themselves and putting them in an illusory terrain to where they are convinced the rest of the party is dead, and they are the only ones left to carry on the quest. And from there, we will find out just how this ties into the Sphere of Annihilation that we have seen in the backdrop of Tuesday's Behold a Sararak campaign, which will coincidentally be this coming up Tuesday. It's almost like it's perfectly coordinated and planned to work just that way together. Hope you all had fun today, friends. Thank you all so much for the cheers, the bits, the love, the chat, the hanging out. We will see you a few hours from now. Are you with us?
Yeah.
That was a great session, guys. Everybody did something great. Everyone participated. Everybody did something that was special. Well done, guys. Really coming together as a group.
Yeah, it was good.
I didn't realize that this space station was a ring of space stations. All right.
I think Rog might be going down next game session. I think
It's fine. It's fine. I've got some healing spells. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Rog has got potions, but because he's grappled, he might not be able to reach them.
I suppose I could, like, throw out a healing potion.
Fortunately, the thing with grappling is it only restricts your movement. You can still attack, you can still bonus action. Your other options are still on play.
That's good then, because when I draw a frostbite, I can put the flames out.
Oh.
Because it says once I draw this blade in 30 feet, it extinguishes all non-magical flames.
Bitchin'. That's a cool bit of foreshadowing for next session then. And just to touch a bit on what Diego was saying there, like that's just the super cool and natural results of once your group has played a few sessions together and people start getting more comfortable and used to what the other characters can do and used to the temperaments and personalities. That's what it's all about.
And we met the Mega Karen.
We did.
Don't forget Mega Karen.
That was so funny.
Sounds like Mecha Karen, like this giant kaiju.
Oh my god, I just imagine.
She was pretty big, though. Daniel made her like extra large.
Yeah, that's worth a brief revisit.
Oh, I just saw
just
the
so we can all behold one more time here on the live stream the glory that is Mega Karen. Dr. Karen to you.
We shall miss her when she gets sacrificed to the creatures. I mean, when we get her safely off the starship platform.
You're right, we should sacrifice her. Good idea.
Yeah.
That's true. She did start this whole mess.
Right? Like,
Oh yeah.
My chaoticness comes in handy sometimes.
How come the person who ran the experiments, everyone else dies, but she's fine asleep drinking wine in her room?
Hey DM, I
mean,
think
it
I
makes
realized
it
what the problem was with my token.
That would make one of us.
Well, you put us back to the start screen, and the one that you have there is the old token that I had before I screwed up the character and had to rework it.
Sure, yeah, I mean, if I was copy-pasting from that would make sense, but I have a different token linked to your character sheet. Like, let's try... Because this is what I usually do. If I drag the character token from your sheet to this board, I bet it doesn't say the third. Oh, thank goodness, it's fine. It's fixed here at least, but when I drop it onto a combat map, this is the one we get.
Yeah, so we have to delete the one that says the third and not the one that has the three symbols next to it.
We'll see if that remedies the solution permanently.
In 2 weeks on Roleplaying Unlimited.
Yes, indeed. Sunday. Have a good one, friends.
Catch you later.
Bye.